Wake your punk ass up for the 93 shot. MC8's in the motherfucking house. Gia. And it ain't nothing but a Compton thing, y'all. And we ain't nothing but niggas on the run. And this goes out to my niggas. Yeah. A fucked up childhood is right the way I am. It's got me in the state where I don't give a damn. Somebody help me, but nah, they don't hear me though. I guess I'll be another victim of the ghetto. Ain't no escaping cause I'm way too young. Pops is stealing, and on top of that got mom sprung, scheming off the top. Pops never figured that he go down by the hands of another nigga. Now my pops is gone and that ain't no good. Got to follow in the footsteps of the homies from the hood. And was the role model. Niggas putting fruit in my fucking baby bottle. Damn, and through all the motherfucking pain, they done drove my mom's insane. So I guess I gotta do work, so I ain't finished. I grow up to be a straight up menace. Chia. Come on, y'all. Straight up menace. Now I'm of age and living in the projects, getting paid off the clerks and the county checks. I'm telling you, fresh out of high school, never did I wonder that the motherfucking hood would take me under. Gee, I'm kicking it with the homies and they got the straps off to the corner store owned by the fucking. See a bitch in the right lane, so I comes with the Mac. Astro Bam pulls a motherfucking jack from the back. Now we got the strap to my homie's head, saying play this shit cool and don't be a fool. He shot my nigga in the fucking head. I caught one in the shoulder. If I didn't run, I was dead. Now I'm laying in the hospital bed, thinking about them punk motherfuckers, and my eyes is bloodshot red. Chia, motherfuckers, I ain't finished. Be on the lookout for this straight up menace. Chia. What's up, y'all? Straight up menace. Damn. Really? Straight up menace. Damn. I'm in too deep. I done killed the motherfucker and I just can't sleep. One time's trying to do a smooth creep, and on top of that, niggas after me for fucking one of they hood rats. I ain't got time for the fucking bitch's story. Niggas want me, gotta come to my territory. And ain't no you can get the this. Niggas come and they get done on their own risk. What is it all about? Should I leave or should I stay? Cause I don't wanna punk out. Oh, what should I do? The homies say the hood's where it's good. Homeboy, I thought you knew. So in the process to show the hood my best. No time to react, caught two in the chest. Now look who's down, I guess I'm finished. I go out like a straight up menace. Chia. Come on, y'all. Straight up menace. Damn. And on that note, I guess we out of here. Peace to my niggas on the run. Ain't no straight up menace.
All right. All right, I'm here, y'all. What's good, y'all? What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? And welcome to Sunday Night Rumble. All right, Sunday night. It's the Ghetto edition, not Hood edition, but the Ghetto edition. Because I am in the look. I'm not just look. I'm not. I don't live in the hood. It's officially I live in the ghetto, which is the hood too. So what's up, everybody? We right here. So let me give a shout out to the chat room. Let me run right here. I almost ended this broadcast. I had to start this shit over. You dig? What's going on, the Karma Conservative? Music got me feeling like the 90s style. You dig? It's the 90s style. Shh. Ultimate Warrior, right? And what's good up, Mano Slander, aka John? What's up, JH? And what's up, Blazer? Good to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. What's up, Moose? Moose in the house. Hey, we got Carolyn in the house. Shout out to you, Carolyn. We got Deb in the house. What up, Deb? Yep, you're damn right. It's petty time. It's always petty time with me, but it's petty time. But yeah, I guess my strike had kind of went away a little bit, so I got no strikes on here right now. So that's why I'm over here. That's why I ain't did that over here in a while. But I guess it's kind of like a desert now. It's like, man, I ain't seen no content in a while. So people did disappear for a little bit. So whatever. I'm all good. Stray Dog said, I don't live in a trailer park. It's a mobile home community. No, motherfucker, you live in a motherfucking trailer park, motherfucker. You trailer trash, motherfucker. Damn petty. Petty already, man. Petty already. You know, but no, but that's ghetto too, man. They ghetto in their own ways and shit over there, man. Man. Hey, much love to you, Neff. What's going on, Lady Love Life? Much love to you. And what's good, Nacho? Nacho, I see you, Nacho. What's good, Josh? Yo, much love to you. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of bullshit. It's been a whole lot of bullshit. Too much bullshit. You said copper more than the land. Okay. And we got Mayberry in the house. We got my half sister here with her country ass. We got the country heifer in the house. How you doing? So for the rumble, what I'm doing, I'm just chilling, man. And I got IPA right here, man. It's called Voodoo Ranger. Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. I'm gonna show you all my package right here. I got a package deal over here. I'm gonna leave my beer right here, and I'm gonna show you this new. You know what I'm saying? Ryder actually hooked me up with this. You know, I got my Monster. Speaking of Monster, man, I saw the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix. I don't know if anybody get into Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That pissed me the fuck off. I was glad everybody got killed in that motherfucker. And of course, they killed the black motherfuckers off. No black motherfucker never survived. Only get what man. And I thought Black Lives Matter, but black motherfuckers can't survive when he's got. No, y'all gotta look. That was whack. I seen on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was whack, man. Like, goddamn, I'm gonna tell you more about that shit, man. Woo! Is that the way white people think? You know what? I'm starting to believe that white people don't run from ghosts. Because why would they write this? Like they fantasize. So y'all look, white people probably write that script and fantasize about getting killed. Well, let me be the one get caught. Let me be the one and trip and start screaming. No, this motherfucker, man. See, I'm gonna get into this shit, man. Okay, I'm doing it. Look, I'm just talking about that movie I'm triggered by, right? These two white. I'm gonna say these two white bitches. Okay, I said it. All right. These two white chicks. They was getting ready to leave, right? You know Leatherface ain't died, man. Look, she thought she drowned that motherfucker to death, right? I said that motherfucker, you threw that motherfucker in there. That motherfucker ain't drowned. Look, she comes out of nowhere. They said, all right, we get ready to leave. Yes, I'm gonna get into music. And I'm like, y'all better stop talking before that motherfucker Leatherface come. I'm like, oh my God, they still talking. All right, let's try. All of a sudden, the chainsaw went right through the goddamn window and chopped her up. I'm like, then it went off like, what the fuck? All the motherfuckers was stupid as hell. Even the black motherfucker was stupid. But at least the black dude in there had a white woman. Where the white women at? Next. At least the black dude, even though he got killed, you know what I'm saying? The white woman did live a little longer than him, even though she got killed too. Okay. Yeah, it's based on a true story. But the new one was, it's predictable, man. Everybody fucking got killed in the motherfucker. And I was hoping they was all so stupid. I'm like, man, kill it. That dumb bitch. She should have been gone. I'm like, oh my God. Like, oh my, but look, look. I got a, what you call it? It's a little torch right here. Got a little bit right here. And if I hit this right here, in front of y'all, look at this. Right here. What's up, the Karma Conservative? Good to see you. It is good to see you, Karma Conservative. What's up, Terry? Good looking, Ryder. You look at my nigga. My nigga. All right. It's very. I know you're letting your hair grow. You got a little hair on your head and shit.
Well, I cut it off. Felt funny.
He's like, I don't know what to do, man.
Don't cut it, I will shave my shit off.
Shave it off.
Do some line clip and stuff.
What is this? Can I get a thingy was there? What's up, V-Dub? It's good to see you, bro. What is this? I can't get a jicky with this. You can do you good, bro. What's up, V? V-Dub Boogie and that. I saw you on somebody's panel the other night. I forgot, man. I think I was kind of buzzed and shit. I forgot who you was on there. Well, I saw you somewhere the other day. Somebody refresh my memory. I saw you somewhere. I saw you V-Dub. I can't give a shout out over there. Who panel you was on? You know. Motherfuckers, I'm telling you. I'm high now too. Yeah, we all high, man. You know what? You got to be high to fuck with Mo. Oh, Aunt T. Yeah, Aunt T. That's my dude. Yeah, I got a wrench over there. Yeah, Aunt T cool. He cool people, man. He had a long ass frame too for like about 10 hours and shit. You motherfuckers. But you know what? I be laughing at you motherfucking YouTubers, man. Y'all be liking that shit, man. Y'all be going off. That motherfucking YouTube, fuck that motherfucker. But look, we all fit there and subscribe to each other just to get triggered. Motherfucker would subscribe to motherfuckers before they can get triggered by these motherfuckers. Motherfuckers like getting triggered. Like being triggered. But you know who do trigger me, and I want to get him on here? It's that brother man. John know I'm talking about. VW, you know, brother man. Look, I want him. I want some of my brother man. I want a ham brother man. I want a ham brother man song. Brother man is a dumbass. He's a dumbass. And you could tell brother man I said that. Oh shit. A blooper. I almost torched my own hand with this shit. Like, what the fuck? This is the pookie with right there. I'm in the mood to be Big Patty. I am. I don't give a fuck. I wrote the shit out, motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. Motherfucker, I've been doing this shit for YouTube, motherfucker. Let Kelly moderate the debate. No. I want to moderate my own debate on him. Fuck moderate. I won't let him talk. It'd be like a Ricky Man and the other dude. There wasn't no moderator over there. Brother man. Shout out to Stray Dog, man. To nephew. What's up, Camera States Videos? Much love to you. Shout out to my new member over here. If anybody feeling generous tonight, you can either hit that super chat or that Cash App and PayPal that's pinned right in the comment section. Because you know anything goes. Anything goes when it comes to hoes, because pimping ain't easy. Now remember that song, Anything Goes. That would be epic. No, I want Brother Man. He's such a dumbass cartoon looking with that old PJs looking ass cartoon avatar he got. Looking like a modern day PJs and shit. Looking like that crackhead on the PJs that cleaned up for a little bit. Y'all watch the PJs? The PJs. I don't think y'all know about the PJs, man. That was like in the late 90s or something. Mid 96, yeah. The crackhead. That one dude named Juicy. Big, fat, greasy ass little nigga. Little greasy ass nigga. It's between a fat little motherfucker or a fat, greasy motherfucker. What's the difference between, you know what I'm saying? You can be fat, you just sit there big, and you just big. You big and greasy looking ass motherfucker, man. You big greasy looking ass motherfucker. Sit your greasy looking ass down. Yep, Eddie Murphy. Yeah. See, I don't debate motherfuckers. I just come in on you motherfuckers. But I'm still mad about that Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Glad it wasn't on no pay-per-view type of shit. It just had to be on Netflix. Right. What the fuck? Everybody on that motherfucker deserved to die on that motherfucker. You know? Welcome to the Sunday Night Rumble. You said RBR Nation. Huh? Network, whatever you call it. RBRN. Oh, you saw that? You saw that, Mayberry? Oh, shit. Hey, you see that part about the Confederate flag? They had a Confederate dude got triggered. That black dude got triggered by the Confederate flag. He wanted to get that motherfucker down. Like, I bought that building. Let's get that. Look, he saw that Confederate flag got triggered. You know what? It's the like thing they make nowadays be more like a political agenda. It's like they politicize it. You dig what I'm saying? I said, well, look, I don't think they ever showed a Confederate flag in the goddamn in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I ain't never seen one. And they're gonna put it. Look, and you know, Netflix is all about some left winging ass feminazi nuts, and that's for real. Fuck feminism. Fuck it. Y'all motherfuckers play too much. They politicized this shit. Bunch of dumbass motherfuckers. They all got killed on their goddamn bus. He ain't let not one of them motherfuckers live, except for them two girls, because he got the other one later on anyway. Which she deserved. I think they both should have got chainsaw at the end. He paid Ricky Manning to debate the Confederate flag. Oh my God, Trump to debate. I mean, why would I? Whatever. Right. You was like, stop. You was like, stop it, Bob. Look, hey, Mayberry, would you like, stop it, Bob? Hey, one motherfucker over there looked like Trump the Bob. Swear to God. Oh, that Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That motherfucker, that one dude looked just like he might be a Trump the Bob. Like he's at a Trump the Bob barbecue. Like, stop it.
So you ain't like it. You ain't like it.
No, it was the graphics, yeah. Of course. It's technology. The graphic was good like 30 years ago. Shit. I wasn't complaining about the graphic before. It still looked real to me. It still was blood and guts. Shit. Oh, yeah, they did talk about pronouns on the motherfucker. They talk about some Dare Dem and Day on that motherfucker, too. But, dude, they politicized that motherfucking shit.
They killed their ass, didn't they?
Yeah, dude. The motherfuckers like, oh, look, that dude called them a cult. He had to be a right winger and shit. Because you know that dude was a right winger, and he saw the damn liberal. Look, they outside of Austin, Texas, or something. So I'm telling you, man, they politicize shit, man, that come out nowadays. Look, I watched Cobra Kai. Look, I'm sure they politicized that right there a lot. But I think that's more leaning right winger. I don't care nobody say that. Cobra Kai is more leaning right winger. I think the guy that wrote that was conservative because he's talking about the snowflake generation and all that.
Yeah.
They politicize every motherfucking thing. It's like Trump fucked their head up. Hey, oh, that one lady, I won't say her name on live stream, but you know, Cheese. She said Trump traumatized her for the past 4 years.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Trump don't traumatize you motherfuckers. Yeah, it was pronouns. Hey, I got you in about 5 minutes. I'm good. Mayberry, I got you in about 5 more minutes on this Rumble. I like to do my rant for like 30 minutes. And then open up the panel. So hold on, half sister. Hold on. We're gonna run about this. We're gonna talk about this. How they politicize everything. Because back in the day, the most shows were politicized. I did say I won't get too drunk when I'm on here tonight. So that's why I'm drinking beer. What's up, Vaughn? Gotta be high once in a while, especially as we sit here and experience the decline of our world. That's right. Not global warming BS. You dig? And that's real talk. So I'm gonna open another very, very soon, y'all. Y'all want to cuss each other out, fine. I don't want no jab talk. No jab talking, okay? Trying to keep this channel, bro. I should be respectful. None of that talk over here. Just talk some shit, okay? Thank you, Perez, for the super chat. Thank you for the $10. You said the Democrat Biden leftovers killing everything. Mm-hmm. Thank you once again for the super chat. Appreciate it. Anybody else feel like being generous? You know, can I get 2 more before I start this panel? All right, let me hit this Marlboro real quick. Caramel conservative. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this, Mayberry. I saw this. I look like, for real? I feel like I was in a different dimension, you dig? I feel like I was in a different time zone. I feel like I was on another planet, goddammit. Do sometimes y'all feel like that we on another planet? I feel this way. That we on another planet sometimes. Real talk. Oh, Kelly always lighting it up. See, y'all know my panel though. Look, my channel is not drama. You know, don't let all the screaming and yelling fool you. It ain't drama. It's getting it off your chest. Speaking of drama, like you got this old mod that used to be on here, Latin Patriot. I tried to be a better person the other day. I actually went on the panel, not the panel, the chat room. She was in Hood Conservatives chat room. I said, "How you doing, sister? Peace to you." I said, "You know what? Let me let shit go." She all triggered like, I'm like, "You motherfuckers." Sometimes I do shit for a reason too. I just do shit, even though I know they ain't gonna respond, and I just go ahead and give them a nice compliment. How you doing, sister? Because I ain't trying to kiss your ass. Oh yeah, Big J. Big J got it. Get the squad. I don't care. It's kind of boring to me anyway. For real. We live over here. I'm just saying. Yep, Mo said it. Cause we entertainment over here. We ain't drama. We just talk shit. We a lot of you have a motherfucking opinion. But when you go a little too far, then I get so come on, man. We know that Hillary ain't running. She ain't running. I hope she do. Come on, run. Ooh, run. All right. John, send the link. Let's get ready to rumble, okay? Let's get ready to rumble. So here we go. This is how we're going to do it, okay? We're going to blow it. Gonna do All right. We have Mate Gary in the house. Hold on. My background. Hold on. I gotta change my background. What the fuck am I doing over here, Jack? This background's too boring. I'm trying to lighten this background up. Hold on. This is the one I was really putting over here. All right. We're back. There we go.
What's up? What's good? What's up, fam?
What's good? What's good, fam?
Mayberry is in the house.
Maybe in the house.
Yeah, I'm all about some scary movies. I love scary movies. The gorier, the better.
You don't mind.
Yeah, buddy. I was like, oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I turned it on, and then they start talking about, oh, they's in this Tesla. And
So you saw that whole thing?
shit, yeah.
I saw that yesterday because Kelly don't like scary movies, so she left the room. She's there talking in Discord with Carolyn and other people over there. I'm just looking at it. I'm sitting here like this. I'm sober as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to stay sober for a couple of days. I've been just chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling, eating on some food and shit, eating on the cheese dash, and I'm gonna sit here like this, like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, it was at the gas station or whatever they stopped at, and they was complaining about his diesel truck, and then I was like, oh, okay, so it's going. Oh, okay, well that ain't too bad. Then they was complaining about when he passed them and the diesel coming out of his thing, and then when the cop pulled over, and they're like, keep your hands on the wheel, because the black guy was driving. Oh, keep your hands on the wheel, oh, act right. And I'm like, oh God, here we go already. And then the rebel flag thing, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be one of them movies.
He tried to be like that one Wonder Woman, that black Wonder Woman lady that climbed on the goddamn pole. This flag is offensive. It needs to come down. And so he didn't say that with his mouth, but he said that with his mind. He said that with his heart. He said that right there. That this flag is offensive. It gotta come down, even though you didn't hear him say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And then when the old ladies called him what she called him, not the ER, but the ROES word, that word.
Okay.
Remember she called him that. The old timey saying where I ain't gonna say it, but anyway. And then oh Lord, she said, I took care of your kind, because she was the orphanage.
Yeah, I took care of your kind. And
yeah,
like, you got something to prove, bitch.
She's like, I'm not. And she was like, I fly that flag because my great grandpa was in that war, and da 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 da. And
yeah. So what they doing? They trying to make the right wingers look bad, right? Be like, remember the war, the Ku Klux Klan, and all that.
Yeah.
So they had an agenda behind this.
Exactly. And she owned the orphanage, and she took care of kids. She had kids in there, and
she tried to say black kids.
Yeah, but a lot of, I don't know, and I don't know, like some people are just ignorant and don't know, or some people would just do it to really offend people. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because she didn't say the ER word. And what didn't it used to be called on TV? What was the college fund? They used to have the commercial on TV. United Negro College Fund, right?
United Negro College Fund.
Yeah, they used to advertise that on TV. And some people might think that word is okay to use, because they used to have that on TV.
I mean, Negro ain't a bad word. They just took that word Negro for African American. I never thought Negro was a bad word. Negro.
Yeah, and that's what she said. That's what when she called him that, he flipped out. Like, whoo, he flipped out. And she's like, what? And she was like, and that one girl, she was like, it's okay, calm down. She was nice to her, about it. And he just like flipped out and got all pissed off and pissy, and I'm like, dude, you need to calm the fuck down.
Like, calm the fuck down, okay? What up, Big J? Big J in the house.
So yeah, and then so there was that part, but hey, I was kind of shocked about the gun thing.
Oh,
the gun, where because they didn't say about anything about guns being bad. That kind of shocked me.
Right. Of course, they know. They know. No, what about that one part, man? You know what I'm talking about? Not the guns. It's damn it, I was gonna say something. It was the girl. She was a survivor of the shooting in the schools.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to talk about, the gun thing. And she seen that guy's gun laying there, and she she picked it up and was, like, oh, how does this work? Because usually somebody like that would say something negative about it, and she was like, oh, how does this work? Check this thing out.
She protect herself from goddamn school shootings and shit.
Mm.
These crazy white motherfuckers that go ahead and shoot the motherfucking school up.
But she didn't shy away from it. She just picked it up and was checking it out. I mean, it did scare her when it went off, but you think she would be a person to shy away from it and not even have anything to do with it at all. But she was kind of interested in it, and
Yeah.
And good thing she got associated with it, or not associated with. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Familiarized with it, because she needed it at the end. Don't want to give too much of it away in case somebody else will watch it, but
I don't give a fuck. They should have saw it. Look, we could be the spoiler. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's
right.
I'm over here, Mayberry with my blowtorch. I got a blowtorch.
Oh yeah, I see you. You think you moving on up, huh?
Moving on up.
Moving on up. But yeah, I saw all that and I'm like, God, come on. What happened to this the old corny, stupid storylines? Just give me a corny, stupid storyline and just show like heads chopped off, fingers, guts flying everywhere. Just give me that. Why you gotta get all this stupid woke shit?
Yeah, the woke shit, man. Like, come on, bro. I regret watching. I don't regret because look, I watched all the shit. I still like the first one the best, the 1977 and 76, one of them years. You know what I'm talking about, the very first one.
Oh yeah. And then that girl that was in the first one, she was the one. Could you believe she didn't die?
Thank you. I know. It's like, come on, they don't. Well, I did some research. The original actor died 2 years ago. They had to have someone to play his parts.
No, I'm talking about at the end.
Yeah,
at the end when he raised her up. And then I'm like, when she was laying there and then she shot him to save that girl. I'm like, you mean she's laying there and she ain't dead? Come on. She should have been dead after he did what he did.
Hey, he must be proud of when they thought they killed Leatherface. I knew that nigga wasn't dead. I said to myself, no, he went in the water. Them motherfucking serial killers, they survive waters. We've seen it through Jason, Freddy.
Yeah.
Miners, they don't drown.
Exactly. I'm like,
don't drown.
You're idiots.
It was no proof that their head was gone. That motherfucker in the water, like, oh God, he held his breath. You can hold your breath under there for like 15 minutes.
I know, right? Oh, that ending though, that was something else. I was like, yeah.
He's coming out. I said to himself, look, they're out there talking like, I said, would you fucking drive? He's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming like this. I'm like this. That motherfucker, as soon as the car, look, as soon as they put it down, I said, here he come. It was predictable. Yeah. Oh, boom. I said, you know what? You deserve it. I told y'all to leave, even though y'all didn't hear me. I told y'all to leave.
Yep. And see, Carolyn.
That's the white people. No offense, Mayberry. White people.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord, yeah. Carolyn, she's right there.
Let me stop it.
Oh yeah, Carolyn's right. The ones in 1719 when that Babbitt. Oh God, Carolyn, this just had an agenda, and all they talked about was woke shit, and it just, oh my God, it was just, I was like, oh. Mm-hmm. I did tell you about the time I went and seen The Hills Have Eyes, right? Did I tell you about that?
No, you ain't.
Have you seen The Hills Have Eyes?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was supposed to meet a friend there at the movie theater. We used to go to a matinee a lot of times on Fridays, it was cheaper, and it was 11 a.m. and wasn't nobody there hardly. And we'd go, we'd get off work early on Fridays, and we'd go straight there and go to them. Yeah. Well, she had canceled. I was already there. No, we were off on Fridays. That's right, we were off on Fridays. I was already there, and I thought she was on her way, and she said she had gotten sick and she couldn't come. And here I was already at the movie. I'm like, well, I'm already here. I'm gonna go ahead and buy my ticket and going in. So I went on in. Lo and behold, I was the only one in the theater.
Damn.
The only one. I'm talking when I say I was the only one. The only one in that big ass theater. I sat in the very back so I could keep my eye on everything. Like, so yeah, I was the only one in that big ass theater watching The Hills Have Eyes. Yeah, that was kind of freaky, but yeah.
Damn.
Everybody's like, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, shit.
Like,
That ain't nothing.
no, they ain't nothing.
What up, Carolyn?
Not much. I don't blame you, man. We've been raised on some of these horror movies. I'm not sitting in the front. I need to know that I've got nothing but the wall behind me.
Exactly. I'm like, I keep my head on the swivel. I want to see what's coming for me.
Hell yes.
So there's some scary white people that's scared of ghosts, scared of monsters.
No, I mean, I went.
Well,
I was just wanting to keep my see what's in there. You know, I want to keep looking behind me. I wanted to pay attention to the damn movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's what it was.
I mean, it's time and time again with these horror movies. It ain't ghosts or any of that other shit you got to worry about. It's a crazy motherfucker with a mask on, made of skin that you got to worry about.
Yep. Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So what's up with you, Carolyn?
Oh, not much. I'm out here just kind of bouncing around a little bit and was listening to some of this. And I mean, it's kind of disgusting watching how all of this politicization is taking place in all of the TV shows and the movies and all that other stuff. And it's just like, man, if y'all are trying to kill this shit, you're doing a damn good job.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. It don't make sense. You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It really doesn't, because it's not a good look, for one. You know, if people want to see that kind of shit, just turn on the fucking news. If people want to see that shit, that's all they got to do. Turn on the fucking news. Watch these parents fighting the school boards. That's all you got to do. You see that shit every day.
Real horror shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Living in the horror.
I watched one earlier where a mom went in front of the school board and was arguing with the school board about the fact that they needed to quit the bullshit. And she proceeded to call out one of the school board members and was like, look here, you remember this last year? You were running around without your little face covering on and this, that, and the third and whatever. And lady flipped out. She's like, get her out of here. Get her out of here. Da, 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 da. And had a cop come up to come and drag her out of there. And one of the other council members like, nah, man, she's got to say her piece. And the lady looks at her and she's like, she's insulting me. She's showing my family, blah, 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 blah. And the lady's like, big fucking deal, man. I've had worse done to me last year, too. Every one of us has. Welcome to the shit show.
Right.
And she got mad and stormed out.
Wow.
I mean, this shit's everywhere. It's pervading everything, and it's fucking ridiculous. It really is. It's ridiculous. And I mean, it's just, there's no end to this stupidity. It's literally like cancer. It's creeping into everything and infecting everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what's up, y'all, man? What's going on? What's up, Mo, Carolyn?
Hey, what up,
Hey, Meg Berry.
What's
up, Mike?
What's up? This is Sunday Night Rumble, man. We're supposed to be rumbling shit.
Okay, let's see.
Well, y'all have to back out the way.
Somebody's gonna disagree down the line on some shit.
I'm just talking
Okay,
shit.
let's see here. What do y'all think about what Kim Potter got for her
I ain't getting into all that
Sentence.
stuff. I don't know.
Oh well, I thought I'd bring it up. Something you said you wanted to rumble. I thought I would bring it up.
But no, I don't get in
I
that
mean,
police stuff and all that type of stuff. I don't.
I'm just saying, if she is that dumb to not be able to tell her
But,
left from her right, she don't need to be holding a gun.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess we can go.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Shit.
Yeah. I just wondered what y'all thought about it. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to think of something.
I think she should have got more time, personally.
More time. Yeah.
Absolutely. That was gross negligence and incompetence.
Yeah.
And again, if you can't tell your left from your right, how the fuck do you pass basic? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy in America how politics just turned into, when Trump came, it all been about race and race and race, racism, white supremacy. Why wasn't white supremacy wasn't around when Obama was in the chair for 8 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the funny part, man. This shit nowadays is like literally taking both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
And to sit on the outside and explain to other people that it's the same thing, but just in a different suit. People are like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. What fucking freedoms are you? I'm like, you're literally listing off everything that espouses the philosophy of communism and convincing yourself that that's not actually what it is that you're experiencing. I don't know what else to do with that. I don't have crayons for you. Sorry.
Hey, I like my ball, man. I'm bald right here. So I got my shine going on right here.
You say Kelly need crayons or something?
Apparently, to explain it to some of these people.
Yeah, some of these people.
Magic markers, crayons, sign language. I don't know, something.
No, you know what? Some people only understand violence. Sometimes that's the only way you can get to somebody with violence, and that's bad to say though. In society, the only way you can reach some people is violence. To let them know, you sit your ass down.
Like knuckle.
Like violence. There's no more logical talking and sitting down and talking about a problem or something like that. No, man, fuck that. We fighting, motherfucker. I don't know what y'all think about that.
I mean, you can sit down and talk, but at the point where the talking is not working, at that point, the option to leave is always there. Unless
that's what I was getting ready to say.
It's a bigger venue.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, they might want the violence, but you have to be a bigger person and say, I'm not going to give you what you want. I'm not going to give you the violence that you're asking.
So what if they?
If you're just too stupid to get it, then no. No.
Then it's time to pull out the markers and the crayons.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just too much violence. It's just too much violence now, and it just needs to stop. You can't feed into it.
You can't.
I
think AOC needs some crayons.
Shit. She needs damn white jacket and in a damn crazy institution. What she needs. Lordy mercy.
And them Democrats, Carolyn. Them Democrats.
Man, you act like this shit ain't happening on both sides. Just like I said, it's just different suits.
The liberal woke ideology agenda. They brought all that woke shit. Oh, we got to be woke. We don't feel we got to play with Play-Doh and come on.
Yeah, but here is the thing though. If that was the case, if
never came up with that woke shit.
The woke shit been around for 30 plus years.
Yeah, what's up, John? Big J? What's going on, Big J?
Look what it got us.
They ain't getting nowhere. So I know Big J come up here, Rowdy. Come on, Big J. Go. I fuck with you, Big J. You cool, man.
And I'm not cool? Okay, whatever.
Well, you cool too, maybe. I know Big J a long time ago.
But like the premise of what was the premise of the argument? What was the premise of the argument? Oh, I
even forgot what I was saying, y'all. I forgot what I was about to say.
No,
all of that stuff is distractions. Instead of doing what's important to the family, jobs, security, feed your family, Those are important stuff. But instead, we're distracted by wokeism, transgenderism, you know,
Okay, yeah,
things
I
that
agree
don't
with
help
that.
the family.
No, it don't help the family.
Okay,
but go
okay,
ahead, Big J.
okay, like that word family, that is a dangerous word, because if you've been around some of these sectors, family means this classic Leave It to Beaver lifestyle, which is unrealistic for the 21st century.
No, wait.
But
why
how
is
though?
that, Big J? Why
How?
is it?
I'm in a classic family. I've got
I am.
the father of both of my children is the same
Yep.
man. We've
Yep,
been
me too.
together. This year will be 11 years.
28 for me.
I do the.
Yeah, so why does family?
I might
Yeah,
have.
my
I might
parents were
have
married.
differently
My
colored
parents-
hair. I might have differently colored hair and tattoos and shit, but I still do the June Cleaver shit.
Yep. 29 this year.
But the thing is, people look at family as a way to subjugate one group of people of the other.
What do you mean? The
Y'all
male and female? You mean?
that? Yeah, male on female, and then
Don't work like that in mine. Deborah and I, we did it almost 29 years, and we share everything.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about you as an individual. I'm talking about that word. Every time I hear that word family, that don't really mean family. That means something else.
Do you know what? You know your children are your legacy.
Well, that's true to a certain extent.
It doesn't matter how much money you have; it goes when you die. But your family lives on,
and it could
in order to have a good,
and it could encompass more.
You have to have a good family.
Yeah, and it can encompass more than just your blood family. It can encompass.
Yeah, it could be street. You can have
the
family
groups
in the
of
street.
people that are like-minded.
Right.
It could be your neighborhood, your community. It could be many different things. It could be your church family. It could be many different things. So when you look at who claims what is what, you have to look at who's doing the claiming and what their agenda and motivation is.
Sometimes you're like I have a girl who's she's my best friend. We call each other sisters because I'm the only child, and she's me and her both are only child and only children, and we're sisters. That's why And sometimes they're more family than your actual family, because she only actual family can stab you in the back more than other people will.
Oh, good.
That's true.
I'm glad that you say that, because some people will look at, because in this space on YouTube, people will attack single fathers, single mothers, and talking about you're anti-family, when family, people want this quote unquote what y'all call the Victorian era type family structure, when not everybody's family structure are going to be the same.
Oh, I don't talk about Victorian style.
No, not Victorian.
Well, you're meaning more nuclear.
That's white supremacy talk.
You're meaning more the nuclear family, husband, wife, kids.
Right. Well, Carolyn, yeah, right. That's what I'm hearing. That every time I hear that word family, I'm hearing that more rather than.
But see, that's the thing. A nuclear family doesn't detract from families that are aunts and uncles raising their siblings' children, or grandparents raising their children's kids,
or but like the messing gene. The messing gene rather is very harsh on
So where do you think where do we think that we need is there a family problem or is there a marriage problem?
No, I think it's a relationship and respect problem.
I think it's more of a societal problem.
It's more of a respect problem.
Because I don't want to marry somebody that got 4 baby daddies and shit.
No.
No, I mean,
why does that matter?
Right mind would.
It do matter. Why does that matter? When my money, that shit matters. That definitely matters.
I'm asking you.
I ain't no simp.
Does it matter if you guys love each other? Does it matter if she takes care of you?
A lot of love. There's gonna be a lot of love now. That would have to be circumstances, Carolyn.
Okay, so what you're basically saying is you're willing to pass up. You're willing to. Well, that's the thing. You're willing to pass up an opportunity for love on the basis of societal, cultural narrative.
Okay, let me say this. So
don't give them what they want.
So she has 4. Okay, so let's say this. So she has 4 baby daddies. Is that what you said? And let's say she is working at let's say she's working at let's say she's working at a hospital and she is a head nurse. So that means she's not living in assisted living, and she's worked her way up. So would that change your mind?
Probably
sometimes,
not.
yes, I mean, that still doesn't really mean because she has that type of occupation that she could still be crazy in the head and all the type of stuff on it. But I mean, it would be kind of lenient because I don't want to come in as a man.
But what I'm saying is, would you still try to get to know her? Because that might not be
to deal with.
Oh yeah, that would take a long. It takes a long time to get to know her.
Baby daddy,
it would take a long time.
But see, baby daddies. No, John. No, John. Usually, when that's the case, baby daddies usually aren't in the picture. Sometimes.
Not all the time, though. What I'm
not
saying,
all the time.
If they are, it makes it a little bit,
not
difficult.
all the time, but sometimes. That's why I'm saying.
But there's a lot that are in the picture too. They're in the picture too. There's a lot are single moms that they come and get them on certain days of the week and all that type stuff.
Well, you mean that they're efficient adults. Efficient adults can handle adult situations and not create problems.
Exactly.
So again, you're going to dismiss your opportunity for love over societal projection. Don't give them what they want.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, this is not rocket science.
Yeah.
I just go find a model that ain't got no kids.
Oh God, models. Oh, sure. You talking about crazy?
You go find a groupie and a groupie.
You know what? I'm surprised women don't speak up more about how they're pretty much doing away with what is a woman anymore. You look at women's sports and everything. I mean, I thought in the 60s and 70s, there was a big fight to make women separate and acknowledge who they are, and they serve a purpose other than just being a sex symbol. And now you're all sex. Anybody can be a woman if they change their mind. Oh, I'm a woman now.
Yeah, you a cisgender. You can be a woman tomorrow and a man the next day. Like, what the fuck?
Like the group Now and all those women groups that used to be around. What happened to that? I mean, they're not saying nothing about it.
Nah.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, to a certain degree, we're not going to change. We already know the why of it. In the biggest terms, we know the why of it. So, again, don't give them what they want.
Yep.
It's still simple.
It
doesn't matter what the question or what the problem is. The answer is simple. Don't give them what the fuck they want. They want people pissed off.
From Penn University to swim here, almost a whole minute faster than the other people.
Yeah.
I mean, just breaking records where the traditional female may never have a chance to come back with those records.
Yes.
I mean, what's that do for empowering women? That's what I don't understand. How does this empower women?
It don't.
Well, it allows for all women to participate where they want to participate. The records and all of that stuff is really not going to affect whether somebody gets a scholarship or not. It shouldn't.
No, it does.
Somebody else's.
It does.
Somebody else's.
In order to get a scholarship, you have to get ranking.
No, I understand that, but they also are judged based on the merit of their academics. Somebody else's gender is not going to change your academics.
Not on an athletic scholarship. It's based on your performance. You have to keep your academics up, but it's mostly on your performance as an athlete because that's what you're there for.
And I get that. I mean, my cousin got a scholarship to Auburn on the basis of her athleticism as well as her grades. And, she, as a young person, does not have any problem with any competition of anybody else. So why the fuck are we making her reality a big problem when she's already in college?
Because what does it do for the other women behind her that are coming up?
That's what,
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? They may never.
Because it doesn't matter.
You don't think there's a difference?
For her children?
You don't think there's a difference in the muscle?
She can't have kids, but what I'm saying is it's not going to change the reality of a quality athlete, regardless of what they identify as or those that
But that's the point.
come
You
behind
have
them.
some tremendous athletic women that are not even able to rank now because of individuals that now proclaim to be female and are just walking away with record breaking.
Okay, so what are any of us? So that's the question then. What are any of us doing on a collegiate level or a high school level to ensure that the other competitors are judged fairly and also place?
Well, my question is, why can't they have their own separate thing? You know, their own classification. So
yeah, that should make women look bad though. You got men.
That's the hard part, and I get you because
why at the detriment of women? You know what I mean?
You know what's going to happen, right?
The identity of women is being destroyed.
You know what's going to happen, right?
What?
See, everyone's so fixated on men, women, transgender, and had people not pushed the envelope. And by the way, I said I was going to go to bed earlier, and,
I saw that.
I'm listening to y'all, and I'm like, oh, y'all got me worked up. So we'll get to the family thing here in a minute. But I guarantee you at some point, they're going to go look at all this here, sports, competition, and you can say goodbye to all the women's sports. You can say goodbye to all the men-only sports. You can say goodbye to all that because this is all going to fall to the wayside because of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. I guarantee you that. Not only do I guarantee you that, but what will end up happening is now nobody will know what the hell anybody's doing. And you're going to have like a transgender Smurf identifying person competing against. And the funny thing about this is female to male or male to female, whatever it is, person who's just crushing these swim meets. The trip of it is this individual has already gone through puberty. This individual has already become an adult male and was ranked 462 in men's swimming. And they became a female and catapulted up. No amount, none of any kind of female training is ever going to beat this individual for the sake of not getting a strike here. Because this individual had gone through puberty. So all the testosterone.
All right, let's just chill out for a second, okay? I don't like to use you, but all right, let's get back to it. Just because I won't get flagged, that's all.
Yeah.
All right, want to talk about family instead?
Yeah, let's.
No, because he was so hard body on the trans.
Yeah, let's use.
No, but he was telling some
what I mean, though.
He was telling some truth.
Yeah.
You talk about the neo-Nazis in Ukraine?
I'm not talking about slowing down. Look,
we want to talk about that, but just like,
So what were you going to say about family?
Yeah, family. What was you going to say about family?
No, but he was making some points right there, man. What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
He wants to switch up on it.
Y'all can just call me Ed. It's all good.
Okay.
Y'all threw an example out here, and it was an interesting one. If you ran into a woman with 4 baby mamas,
right? Yeah.
Why would you want to date her?
Yeah.
Why not?
Maybe she's a great person. You know what I mean? She has a good head on her shoulders. She's able to
Clearly.
maintain a healthy lifestyle and everything.
Clearly, she doesn't have a good head on her shoulder if she got 4 baby daddies.
But see, that could have happened when she
that
was
starts
a young
right
teenager.
there. You got 4 baby daddies. Like, damn, you didn't get it right with the first one.
Yeah, but maybe she, shit happens when she was young and she didn't.
That's what I said. That's why I said maybe she turned her life around now. Maybe
at the fourth one. The fourth one she turned her life around. Okay.
Yes, maybe she was. Okay, hold on. How do you know she wasn't sold? How do you know she wasn't sold? How do you know she wasn't on drugs? How do you know she wasn't on drugs? How do you know she wasn't sex slave?
Okay, so there's another point.
No,
there's another point to this. So
I'm just saying.
There's another point to this. Prior to 2011, birth control pills were not part of the Affordable Care Act, and they were not given with state insurance or any other kind of insurance for free.
You go to Planned Parenthood.
So all of those children older than that, but that's if you're going to one, if there's one in your area. There are places where those facilities are 60 to 100 miles plus away from your area.
Okay, we can't make excuses for these women. I mean,
depending on the age,
that's in the white community.
Depending on the age of those children, She may not have had access to be able to get it through insurance before then.
But the point is, like Ed was saying, is like 4 baby mamas now. Come on. I mean, if a man's really got his things going on, should he really take his chances on a person that has 4 baby daddies? Does that even make sense?
If you love her, what does it matter, Mike?
What does a man have to gain in this? Think about
exactly. What do I have to gain out of this?
Okay, then don't.
A woman gains
if he can't have
a
children,
lifelong
he's got 4
partner and a
kids.
family.
No.
But that's
Exactly,
your
a
choice.
lifelong partner
Unless the
and
baby
a family.
daddies are involved, then it makes it real hard.
Baby daddy drama.
You got baby daddies, you got a bunch of little bastard kids running around. They're giving you no respect or anything like that.
They're talking shit.
They talking all kinds of mad stuff like you ain't my daddy. It's right.
Yeah,
that's why you ain't eating my food.
I guess it's I'm gonna say it. I don't care if you like it. I guess it's a race thing because why I know a lot of white men that don't care and do get into white women's relationships that don't bother them. I mean,
well, in case in point, I've got a friend of mine that's got 3 children by 3 different men, and she's raised them through their entirety of their existence by herself. She was married to the second child's father. However, that did not work out. What I'm saying is this single mother with 3 different children by 3 different men is now putting her second child into college while her first child is finished college.
Right.
So
that's beautiful.
a stigma.
Well, I'm only 35 years old, so I'm
does not help.
That far up in there.
A stigma. These cultural stigmas and this societal programming do not help.
Well,
in reality,
let's flip the script then.
In reality, it's a completely different. Reality is a completely different
animal. Would a woman want to be with a guy that has 4 baby mamas?
Then. Right, because if a woman's got 3-4 kids from 3-4 different baby daddies, she's considered to be strong, virtuous, a strong woman. A man has 4 babies from 4 different baby mamas. There's something wrong with him.
He a hoe and he a dog.
Not always.
No, not always.
No. You talking about societal stigma. Let's stick with that. Let's run with that because there's a double standard here. Clearly, he doesn't have value. Clearly, he's paying child support. Clearly, he's the problem. He's the deadbeat. It's never the mom. And in the rare case that you can pull one, you're talking a one-off argument. Go to any child support court. Just sit there for a day. You will be shocked by what you see there.
No, and I understand what you mean because the courts, by and large, favor the mothers and to the detriment of the kids sometimes. So again, that's something that could be worked on and needs to be worked on. Now, I'll again use a personal example. I have my dad that had 2 other marriages before he met my mother, and they had me. And he went on later to marry another woman with 3 children from a previous marriage. So altogether, he has 3 stepchildren and 3 blood children of his own, 13 grandchildren between all of us, and every one of us gets time with him.
I mean, that's cool too. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, that's kind of let me ask this question for all y'all. Does this go to politics too, like with having the woman out the house when child support? I mean, with the Section 8 food stamps, all that back in the 60s and all that too?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
All right. Okay. Can you explain now a little more about that?
See,
that started in Philadelphia.
This is all about the destruction of the nuclear family. You guys were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
If you take a look at the marriage rates between blacks, Hispanics, whites, and everything, they were extremely high. Blacks in particular were in the 70%.
Back in the 40s too, 50, 30s.
Right.
Yeah, they were married.
Now you're over here in the 20-somethings. And if you look at it, and we could just go back to the 60s and 70s, it has progressively gotten worse and worse and worse. And with the introduction of Section 8 food stamps and everything else, EBT, whatever you want to call it, there is no encouragement for the male figure to be in the household. As a matter of fact, if the male figure is caught in the household, you lose benefits. So why exactly would an individual who's drawing benefits from the state, food stamps, food share, Section 8 housing, why would you vote against that? You're going to vote for the person. Nobody ever votes for a pay cut.
Because traditionally people understand that kids do better in 2-parent homes. So by that logic, we understand that the premise is
those
to
benefits
divide.
don't encourage the man to be in the household.
But government has become daddy, though.
They pay more if the person's not there.
Government has become daddy. Government has become God. And as a result of that, it has now extrapolated and gone on beyond the black family unit and has gone over all socioeconomic strata. And that's the scary part, And it's funny because nobody noticed or said anything when it happened to the black family in the 60s, 70s, because you didn't worry about that. It happened in the hood. It happened in the ghetto. It happened elsewhere. It was NIMBY, not in my backyard. Now all of a sudden it's happened everywhere. And it's like, whoa, we got a problem here. You think? We've had
and I'll challenge you again. I'll challenge you again with that, because during the women's lib movement, there were a lot of families that were split up through divorce. The divorce rates on the white side are 38% for men and 36% for women. So we're really we're really basically on the same foot rung
How can
of
it
the
be
ladder.
higher for one for the men and the women when aren't they married together?
Not always. The men are divorcing at higher rates than the women are.
So they're divorcing women, right? So the rate would be the same. Now I could see between races, but genders?
Not always. It doesn't mean that they're married to each other, John. They're just going by the states of the men that file for divorce versus the women that file for divorce.
Yeah, that's what she's saying, versus men filing versus women filing.
And I mean, in all reality, the marriage rates for white folks have been around 41,000 per year for the last 10 years. That doesn't count all of the families that are out here that aren't basically living by the same old school structure and being married. They may be jacking up and having families. Those aren't counted in a marriage into the marriage numbers, but that doesn't negate the fact that they are. That doesn't negate the fact that they're not still nuclear families.
But why did Democrats do that to the black communities though, and tear up the family structure?
To control.
That's a great question.
To control your vote.
Well, if you
because there was power in the family, and by breaking it up, now you're broken down to an individual, and it's easier to control you as an individual than as a group.
Well, if you think about it too, here we are, Black History Month. We could talk about Black Wall Street.
Yeah,
we can talk
the shortest month of the year. The shortest month of the year.
That's true, but at least like they don't have like Hispanic Heritage Month. We start on like the 15th. It's like, who starts something on the 15th of a month?
Yeah,
but it's interesting. Why did they do that to the black family unit? Why did they test birth control in Puerto Rico? I think the birth control thing, as far as the pill is concerned, is just a subset of the eugenics movement.
I feel like a lot of them use them as guinea pigs, man. Guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Look at the guinea pigs, man.
Because you think about it. Because think about now, if you're a black Republican conservative, you're a coon, you're a racist, you're Uncle Tom, you're all this about conservative values. Though that's the crazy weird thing about it. How Democrats switched it up and how they getting rid of all their statues. They're tearing all their statues down, taking the pictures out of places and stuff because they want to erase their history of how racist they were.
Yeah.
And look, I like to keep statues up. Look, I wouldn't even care if it was a fucking David Duke statue. I want to know that shit.
But see, you need statues. You need statues to reflect on history of not repeating it again, though. That's why you need to keep the statues there.
It's called statues.
Yeah, I'll take a Nat Turner statue. I like Nat Turner. Yeah, Nat Turner statue.
I always advocated for the Nat Turner statues, man.
But if you think about it, we need statues to reflect on history of what happened in history, not to repeat it again. But if you take them statues down now, no one in 20 years will understand what history was, and it'll be wiped out.
They're gonna forget. They're gonna forget.
Yep, dumb you down. Yep.
Well, you guys were talking earlier, about CRT, and somebody brought up that this is something that's been, around for like 30, 40 years. And it's actually been around much longer than that in a collegiate system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's horrible about it is a lot of people right now here in Wisconsin that seem to think that there's a correlation between that and Common Core. There's not. That can't be further from the truth. What is interesting is how fast things have moved along in the last several years since, you know, the introduction of the 1619 Project, this idea that America was founded on racist principles.
Oh, yeah.
And an article written by the New York Times, you know, and then thrown into school systems. And it's interesting to me that everybody on the left wants to revise history. It's like a really bad script that's been thrown out here using 1984 as a template.
Yeah.
You know, because we're just rewriting history because, you know, oh, I don't like this. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing. Reimagine police and stuff. We say reimagine. Yep.
Yeah, but it is true though that in our public education, they don't teach history. They only teach limited history. You don't learn about everything you should be really learning about. You know, I do have a problem with that. Because when I've been in other parts of the world, I learned stuff. I'm like, wow, they never taught us that in school. You know, oh, well, that's, you know, they don't teach you all the real history of the world or what's really about.
But basically, it's teaching black children. It's teaching black children that they're inferior to the white race.
Yeah.
But hasn't that been the key, the hallmark of the left? You know, all the way from affirmative action to, you know, take your pick on whatever social program is that, well, you know what? Because of the pigmentation of your skin, you need our help because you're too damn stupid to do it on your own.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But even affirmative action is mostly used by white women.
Yes.
So, I mean,
that's them Karens out there. Them Karens be
I want to talk to a manager.
It's not really being used the way that it was really intended to be used.
Because I really think Karens are liberal.
I think Karens are more opportunistic.
Karens are just Karens, dude. It doesn't really matter.
Karen
if you don't give her rightly sliced cheese, she's gonna flip out regardless of who she votes for.
Karen will be whoever brings the manager to her. That's who Karen's gonna be.
Is Nancy Pelosi a Karen? Do you think she's a Karen?
Nancy Pelosi's a zombie with a bad facelift.
Nancy Pelosi like did a deal with somebody, with some like eldritch god or something that just maintained that immortality. Like, I don't know. That's
well her
from all the alcohol. It acts like a natural formaldehyde.
And he was the mayor of Baltimore, her dad, and supposedly there was some organized crime involved with his family.
Yeah, doesn't her son have ties to Ukraine?
I thought I heard that.
I think so.
I think so.
He
Yeah,
was
we know
involved.
so.
I think he was involved with the Hunter thing.
Yeah, Hunter. Uranium one. Uranium one was with Hillary Clinton in Haiti, right? Uranium one.
No, when
Russia.
when
I thought I was in Ukraine too.
Yeah,
no,
she's
uranium
close to
one
like 20-some%. Hillary, under when she was the head of the State Department, she sold off some like 20-some%. It was like below 25, somewhere between 20 and 25%
right?
of America's uranium to Russia.
Russia.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes.
But they all have ties to Russia, Ukraine, all that other stuff. So everything that we've seen over the past 5-6 years has been nothing but liberal projections. And does it surprise anybody?
Nope.
No. Do you think this is de-evolution of the government?
What surprises me is that people really think that there are sides to this, that they're not working together.
Well, that's why I say it's different sides of the same coin, but that's the political side. The actual, I think it's going to be, it's more of a class warfare, if anything.
You know, they still waiting on Trump, right? You know, Trump's still the president, right? You know.
Oh God! Don't start that shit, please.
Trump's still the president now. He got sworn in on March. Well, no, but see, America faulted on their loans on January 31st, and now.
Wait, I thought it was August.
No, it was January 31st.
They got Nassara.
Jassara.
Mike.
Both is
well, I'm pretty sure all of that shit's out the door because if I won't say if. All the stuff that's happening right now over with Russia and the Ukraine is basically making the Nassara a moot point.
Yep.
Well, I think it's funny because when we look at everything that's happening, and everything is political. You know, you guys asked a question earlier about is everything political, and it is. Watch Cartoon Network. It's political.
Yep.
Watch an anime cartoon. It's political. Your music, your books, your TV. You can't watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre without having somebody woke there. The Avengers, and they've all gone woke. Everything's political, and of course that's by design because it normalizes it to the young kids. So what are we looking at here between this, the fact that 40% of every dollar has ever been printed in the history of America has been printed with it since May of 2020.
In the last 2 years.
We are looking
made in China.
Yeah. I think we're looking, I don't know if you guys have seen anything about the Great Reset, but we are certainly looking at a transformative portion in our history that Obama would only have a wet dream about when he talked about that in 07, 08.
That's because of the one world government.
Yeah, but Biden said it too at one thing. He said a new world order. I mean, it's Klaus Schwab. Y'all know who Klaus Schwab is, right? The chairman of the Economic Forum.
Yep, the World Economic Forum.
Even Bush said that at the UN one time, talking about the new world order.
Who's doing all the color
when he was president?
Yeah, but who's doing all the color revolutions right now? George Soros, Klaus Schwab,
Facebook.
Trudeau. Trudeau's that's Fidel Castro's son. Damn, I didn't know that. I shouldn't be saying damn. We be talking too much.
Just everybody knows that, Mike. That's not new.
His mom was a swinger.
Is it me or does Trudeau look like some kind of B-rate movie villain that just like he's not the final boss, but
shit, I never forget the video I saw when his eyebrow fell off.
Yes. Oh my god.
I was like, what the hell?
I don't know. I'm half expecting him to come out and give like some villainous speech, when he's got his goatee and his like makeshift beard, and I don't know. He just looks like somebody I'd expect to see in like a really bad movie as the villain.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have a problem being in blackface. He
did so much. Yeah, that too. Damn, I forgot all about that. That's them Democrats, man. I tell you, boy, them liberals, they don't. You give them an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah.
Listen, I guess we can know now that America and the world is waking up. It's like there's a great awakening happening. People are tired of the government and stuff like that. They're tired of it. They just tired.
Is it too little, too late? That's the question.
I think it is a little too late.
Only if good men sit by and do nothing, and good women.
It's gonna take billions of good men.
Oh, you mean like what happened with the truckers in Canada? Peaceful protest?
You get beat by a horse and I'll stomp your ass with the horse.
They got their people donated to the fund, got their accounts seized.
Yeah, them brown shirts, man. Them brown.
They took the titles of the trucks. They're talking about taking the kids away.
Yeah.
And even your pets.
This is the part. Yeah. This is the part that bothers me. They know more about who donated to that shit than the public does about Ghislaine's client list.
Yeah,
that tells you where the priorities are. That tells you where the priorities are. They don't care about it.
Homeboy just hanged himself in the Paris prison.
Brunel.
He just hung himself.
I saw that.
He just hung himself. The cameras went out, they said.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And that's half the problem. People need to be screaming that shit from the rooftops.
The
simple fact that they're more worried about people standing for the end of persecution and standing for freedom than they are about finding justice for children.
Yep.
Period, point blank, full stop.
Yep.
Hey, what do y'all think about Joyless Reed?
What do you mean? Like
what?
I love Joy Reid. I love Joy Reid.
What about Whoopi? What about Whoopi? Is she coming back?
She came back.
No, man. Oh, she's back?
She already came back. Yeah.
Yeah.
They only get like 30
weeks.
They're only getting 30,000 views or something. They might get 200,000, man. That's probably on one little article or something.
Shit. Oh God. Okay, so y'all want to hear a funny story?
And the funny thing is, I thought Whoopi was Jewish. That's why she changed her name to Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg. Yeah.
I thought she was Jewish too. So I was like surprised when they said she was anti-Semitic. I was like, wow, I thought she was Jewish.
Yeah. They say the story was her mama told her she wasn't going to get anywhere with her name, her last name Johnson, and her first name was Karen.
I was going to say Karen. I know.
Yeah, yeah. And so she said she would get farther if she changed it to a Jewish name. That's a story. They said it's not true, but that's what I heard. But yeah.
What about
but her
Prince
name?
Andrew?
That's true. Karen is.
Yeah.
That's
what about Prince Andrews that needs 73 teddy bears around him and stuff like that? If you don't have all of them in the right location, he goes crazy.
Yeah, that's what his somebody worked for him said.
Damn.
Yeah.
He needs 73 teddy bears. God damn, I couldn't work for you no more, man. God damn, you got me doing too much work. Shit, I mean, you paying me nothing.
He had an express pass to Epstein Island.
Yeah, Epstein everywhere, man. But see, the thing is,
they're supposed to be settling with that woman.
Yeah, they done did
out of court.
But if you think about, I just mentioned, I said de-evolution of the United States government, de-evolution. Yeah, you have de-evolution. Do you really think that there are white hats out there and there's good out there fighting against these evil? You can call them technocrats, Democrats. There's rhinos in there too, Republicans too. But at the end of the day, we don't need a political party. We just know what's right and what's wrong as Americans. See, the only way I think Americans will come together is something bad happens.
Political parties are a social construct to keep us divided.
Yeah, that was controlled by the black nobility families back in the 15th century, 14th century. Yeah. But go ahead. Ed. Your name's Ed, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
That is true that political parties are a social construct, no doubt. Just the same as time is a social construct. It's just something we put to kind of make sense of things. There is a necessity for political parties in the sense that it provides a vehicle. It provides an apparatus to try to attain political power without violence. And what I mean by violence is without having a hot civil war. And I'm of the belief that we're in the midst of a cold, right on the edge of an actual civil war right now. But we're talking more 4th and 5th generational warfare. We're talking about, propaganda and trying to sway people over. The problem is that the battle lines have already been drawn. The tribes are out there. The leftists, you're not going to convince them. People on the right, you're not going to convince them. So everybody's trying to jock for the people in the middle. We're not going to see a civil war like we did in the mid 1800s. This is going to be something far and away different, and it's not.
Yeah, because I like to know where is the lines going to be drawn.
Right, there's no Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, because it would be city by city and community by community, because
we ain't gonna fight against each other.
All that simple.
Oh, sure.
You know the crazy thing is that they will do. You know how crazy they are.
We'll fight against each other.
No. Guess how crazy they are. They would nuke their own selves.
Yes.
The shadow government would nuke its own country of America. I had to say it. They telling me to say it. The shadow government will nuke America's own self. Your own government is gonna nuke y'all, motherfucker. God damn. They're gonna do this on purpose.
And of course, it'll probably be under the guise of a dirty
blame Russia or Chinese subs out there, all type of shit. False flags everywhere, man. This is the atomic false flag.
Well, Hillary sold them the uranium, so
yeah. Suitcase
news talking about
Operation
the truckers and everything. And it's interesting because going to the question of, are we devolving as a society, as a country? The answer clearly is yes. And how do you prevent your banking from getting locked, frozen, like what they're doing in Canada? And it's kind of funny because Canada can do that because you don't have any, right to due process. You don't have a 9th or 10th Amendment or anything like that. Of course, I would expect the Biden administration to just do it. But this is a great case to look into. And I'm not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice. Do your own research. I'd start looking at cryptocurrencies heavily.
They're doing that too. They're seizing.
Yeah, they're shutting that down too.
Canada.
But did you see the response?
They said if you maintain your wallet, you're pretty safe. But if you have some company or somebody that holds your key, your wallet, then they can seize it. Then, so they're telling people
you should always have your keys to yourself. You should always have it on a decentralized platform. But that's one of those things that was a letter that went back to the Canadian government. And they're like, yeah, We're just an intermediary. We can't lock anything. That's on you guys.
So Ed, let me ask you a question, Ed. Do you think with the de-evolution that I'm gonna say Q shit again, with Trump coming back and they go back to the gold standard of they were talking about quantum dot type technology. It made me kind of think, man, made me suspect about that with Trump and them saying that quantum dot and all that types with Nassar and Jassar and stuff like that.
The Nassara Jassara thing is complete nonsense. I just don't buy it.
Yep.
And
it never passed anyway.
Well, the biggest reason
it was under Bill Clinton. He put the bill in, but it never went through. It never got passed.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if this was even remotely true, none of us would really know about it. You know what I mean? I know exactly what you're talking about. You guys are talking about it. Nobody would really know about it.
Yeah, we want to know about that.
It's kind of like the whole Q thing. You had like a couple people that were on Rumble and YouTube for a while, and it was like, oh, you're just giving away all the inner secrets, aren't you? Yeah. Not buying that,
Yeah, that's what it kind of made me think, say General Flynn and JFK Jr. and Trump and all that. It made me think Trump might be down. It happened. There was the thing in the Bolshevik. I can't say the word in Russia or something. They took over and they said the same thing, trust the plan.
Yeah.
What was that called? The BLS. I can't damn Bolshevik.
Oh, the Bolshevik
Revolution.
Yeah. They used the same thing, trust the plan type shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It made me think he's uncontrolled opposition.
Well, and you guys brought up an interesting word too. You brought up keys. There is a big correlation between the two because, for lack of a better way to put it, when our country won its freedom from the British Crown, for the handful of years that it did, we maintained the keys to our own vehicle.
Yeah.
And knew how to drive it. After that point, after basically the unholy union of the Roman Catholic Church and the Vatican, the British Crown, and then DC being its own incorporated, basically corporation, we lost those keys. And we basically handed them to the tyrants that are doing all of this and has been their game plan.
Yeah,
so the biggest question would be, right? Yeah, it was like 92 or 93 years that we maintained those keys.
1871.
So by a larger extent, the question would be, how do we get our keys back?
I don't think we can get them back without war and bloodshed.
We can. That might be an element of it. But
you can use the law of war manual.
We would just basically be America in name only. We wouldn't be under this current constitution.
There will be no rule. There will be no president, no Congress, no more, no senators, none of that. There won't be no rule of anything. You might have people in the streets ruling. You might go to a little couple levels, but it ain't no. All that rule stuff will be gone.
It'll be like Seattle all over again. They like formed their own little autonomous zone, and with like 3 days they get a warlord.
Yeah, imagine the whole United States doing that.
And all your money, all your deeds, all your titles will be worthless because it's all drawn on the federal government.
And we might have to get that BMG, man, go up on that damn 20th floor. Handle some business,
it would either be barter, gold, silver,
Gold will be worthless. Because if you think about it, what are you gonna do? Go into a store with a slip of gold? How do you break that? Like,
they have these sheets and they're broken. It's like perforated sheets.
Oh,
and
I know
each little section is like 1 ounce or 1 gram. And so you go a quarter, you break off what you want. And yet that they actually already have that out already. I think it's for one sheet right now. I think it's like $3,500 because it's more than 1 ounce.
So if I got like if I got 5,000
there's
ounces,
a name for it. I can't think of it right now. But
what do you do with 5,000 ounces?
You would buy the sheets and you break off the grams when you go shopping. Because 1 gram, I think right now is like $35 or something. So,
but see, gold was gonna work and silver work, but It's gonna be hard to carry a lot of gold on you. Shit, we're gonna have horses too. You can put on horseback. There ain't no more cars no more. You got
It's all
horseback.
gonna be on horseback. The only
Yeah,
people that are
and
gonna have cars is gonna be
you
like
kind of,
anybody with like an 85 and before.
well, yeah, 85. Yeah, the EMP attack when that happens.
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah. Well, America would do that to itself, like EMP. Well, set up for the New World Order. They do anything for Satan and Lucifer, though.
Well, the trip about it, though, is that if you look into the Great Reset, it is this idea of capitalism reimagined, infused, if you will, with social justice, to reimagine capitalism, to make it more equitable. And that's a word that I detest. I hate that word.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, so basically you can make some money, but not too much money. And if you're a 5-year-old with a lemonade stand, well, we're going to have to tax you for that too.
So we have a credit score too and shit. We'd be like on Demolition Man when you say the F word or some shit, you get taxed. Shit like that.
You know, we want to laugh about it, but it's actually kind of like true.
Remember, he was cussing fuck. Yeah, that's crazy. That movie.
What were the 3 shells for?
The 3 shells for
That was to go pee.
3 shells. They didn't have toilet paper. They had the 3 shells.
All
I know, and that was how they went to the bathroom.
All I know is that if I go in my car and people start singing "Armor Hot Dogs," I'm gonna have a problem.
Yeah, Armor Hot Dogs. Like, what the fuck? And it is the same thing with Back to the Future. Was the second one where he went and he saw
Taco
Donald
Bell
Trump.
for everybody. Taco Bell for everybody.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Yeah, they won the franchise wars.
Yeah.
So you think the people who make these movies, they're magicians, right?
What?
They call that
They're magicians.
programming.
Yeah, they're magicians too. Yeah, they
call
a lot of their ideas they
programming.
don't get from themselves. Some of them, but
right. It's the idea that, you know what, we're gonna plant this idea. Like, think about it. A few years ago, you had that movie that came out, Ready Player One, and you know, where everyone lived in a virtual reality because, you know, the real world was just crap.
They have that now. The metaverse.
The metaverse. There it is.
Metaverse.
Already people filed complaints because somebody touched them inappropriately in the metaverse. I'm serious.
That's like Grand Theft Auto shit. You know, we all type of shit going on. We GTA Online now. Meta GTA. But yeah, that's the crazy thing with predictive programming. It's going on because, you know, back in the 80s, you had G.I. Joes, you had even Ghostbusters cartoons. There was a lot of good cartoons. Captain Planet, you know, Captain.
He-Man is shit.
He-Man. Yeah, I can't forget Skeletor. Skeletor. Shit, I even look. You know, but see, them cartoons were telling us predictive program too about reptilians and all type of things out there in space that a lot of people don't think it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Shit, I had my He-Man figures and my Barbies. I loved it. I was both. I was tomboy.
Barbie was dating He-Man.
Yeah.
I had my Barbie. I used to have He-Man pop Barbie as a kid.
Have y'all ever had a he-she doll?
Didn't have a Stretch Armstrong.
Bang, 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 bang.
No.
Stretch Armstrong was the shit. Oh yeah.
Stop it, Bob.
That's how old I am.
I don't know where I got this doll from, and y'all don't laugh or whatever, but I had this doll. It was made out of yarn and like material.
Okay.
And I don't know where I got it from or what, but on one end it wore a dress, and I don't know if it was like a regular doll.
You don't know?
And I don't know if it was like a.
Hold on, spotlight.
I don't know if hold on a minute. I'm flushing the nose. I just the bathroom.
Spotlight.
Anyway, I took y'all to the bathroom with me. I don't know. I don't know if it was like a doll that people sold or if somebody just made it. But anyway, hey, I'm real. But
maybe it was a kilt. Maybe it was a kilt.
No, it was made out of different rags and like stuff, like different material or whatever, you know, like different cloth or whatever. And on one end, it was a white doll with blonde hair.
Dre, pull up, Big Trey.
and then it had a skirt, and then you flip the skirt over, and it was a black doll, and it had black hair in a different skirt.
Oh yeah.
Was that a doll that was out there, or did somebody just make it for me?
No, it was out there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where I had it from, or I don't know who gave it to me or what. I just remember having it as a little girl. I don't know where it came from or who I got it from or what.
Yeah, that kind of remind me of some Children of the Corn action right there. I was like,
but I just remember having it.
She said it was like made out of yarn, and I'm like thinking it's he who walks between the rows over here.
But the hair was made out of yarn.
Chucky the doll. Or Annabelle.
Their hair was made out of yarn, and their face was made out of like.
Say what you say.
Made out of like cloth and quilt stuff.
I hate to burst y'all bubble for y'all entertainment, but you know Hillary will be president in 2024.
Whatever.
Nah.
And then you woke up.
Hillary 2024. She's the woman riding the beast, man. Babylon.
Right.
Okay, Mo, I got a story to tell you. You ready for this?
I'm ready for the story. Okay.
Okay, and then I gotta go to bed, y'all, because I gotta take a dog to an adoption agency. I got to anyway. So I listened to the scanner around here at the house, and we had a car chase yesterday. A guy was doing 130 miles an hour chasing from the cops. Like he was coming through.
Was after him?
Who was after him?
Barney Fife.
Barney Fife. No, it wasn't Barney. No, it was from a different state. He was
running from child support.
He was crossing state lines. So anyway, I was listening to the scanner, and they said he was wanted for shoplifting. And he was doing 130 mile an hour. And I mean, he's coming down the mountain. I mean, this curvy mountain. And I'm like, oh, God, he's going to kill. Coming down the mountain. That's right. Like, he's going to kill somebody. I don't know. They never did say. And so he was coming. They said he was coming down the mountain. And I'm like, oh, boy, because the interstate's like right behind me. And I'm like, yes, I get to go out here on the porch. You know, it's wintertime. There ain't no leaves on the tree. And I'm going to get to see it go by. Woohoo, I was ready. You know, so I was out there on the porch. And they said that, like, there's exit, like, right before my house. And they said he wrecked there. And I'm like, shit. I was, like, all excited that it's going to go by my house. I could see it. And then they said he wrecked. And then I was like, oh, wait. He spun out and he's going up the other road. And I'm like, oh, shit, he's still going. So they said he went up this other road near my house, and then he turned around and come back up that road. And the next thing I know, I hear on the scanner, one of the cops saying, and this was so funny. He was on the radio going, and this is how it sounded. CCOM is the name of the place they radio to. The CCOM, he's going up a log road. I saw he was bouncing, bouncing through the log road. Anyway, he was going up a logging road, and they lost him. He got out and ran. He threw a dog over the fence. Okay, and then he climbed over a fence. And anyway, I was up at my in-laws today eating lunch. Found out it was my husband's cousin. Oh my God! Can you believe that shit?
He lives in another state?
Oh.
He lives in another state? Your cousin?
He lives in Florida. But he was coming from Virginia.
So they were chasing him from Florida all the way to your state?
Fucking white people. Yeah, white people.
His cousin. No, exactly. No, it's not my cousin, it's my husband's. It's on my husband's side.
That's your in-law. That's your
She ain't
law.
even acknowledging him.
Yeah.
No.
That's her husband. That's her husband's blood, not hers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's my husband's side. Now, I got some crazy ones on my side. Don't get me wrong. Don't we all have some crazy ones, though? Like, for real? Like, come on. But, yeah, I was like, oh, my God, because we was putting two and two together because his brother called my husband's daddy and was like, oh, guess what so-and-so did? Well, he got in trouble, and then he was coming home and his tire blew out, and
ain't that a bitch?
He's like, oh, okay. Well, when he got on the phone with him, we're like, because the guy that was being chased, his tire blew out, Yeah, and then we put two and two together and was like, what does he drive? And then he was like, oh, that was what was being chased. And we're like, what did he do? Oh yeah, we put two and two together. And then my husband, he has a friend on the police force, and we was asking him like, what color was the thing? And da da da. And yeah, we put two and two together and found out it was him.
We almost at the top of the second
we turned him in.
I still want to know what he stole. That he had to drive 130
I know,
miles
I do too. Well, he has warrants out in Florida and Tennessee. and Virginia. So yeah, he just didn't want to go to
California. You could steal up to $900 and something shoplifting. They won't be prosecuted.
That's true.
Well, when he lived in Florida, they told him he better get his ass out of that county, or they better not ever find him.
But wouldn't it be kind of scary how worse he can get? He can get even worse. Where it's just like the purge, but it's not the purge in 12 hours. It's the purge every day.
But my question is, would y'all have done the same thing? Everybody's like, I can't believe you turned him in. What the fuck?
You ain't trying to change for better and stuff like that. You might have to kill the motherfucker, man. You don't want to change. You don't want to be better.
He was doing 130 fucking miles an hour down a fucking mountain. You could have hit my that could have been me out on the road. That could have been my son out on the road. That could have been, motherfucker, you damn right I'm gonna turn your ass in. I told my son too, I said, damn you, if you ever do that shit, I'm gonna try. I'll take you down there my damn self by your ear and turn your ass in. I mean, shit, especially he's been in jail already. And he's got these warrants out on him. I mean, you need help, dude. Oh, God.
You know what you do? Pull that white privilege card out and you go ahead and take this
shit. White privilege, my ass. He ain't got white privilege. Don't sound like. Whatever he stole, they should let him go if he's got white privilege. They should have been like, oh, I ain't going to chase him down 130 miles an hour down this mountain. I'll just let him go and risk everybody's life. He's white.
What's up, Dre? There's Dre, man. What's up?
Dre, what up?
Hey, James.
Anyway,
man. Hold on.
I got to get off here. I got a long drive tomorrow, take that dog, and I just want to hop on here and talk about the wokeness in the Texas.
That's right, Mayberry. I'm in South Carolina, Mayberry, Murder Beach.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm in Murder Beach.
4.5 hours from me.
Oh, from Murder Beach. Yep, Murder Beach, Richland County.
Yep, cool.
Live PD, Columbia.
All right.
Damn, you got people all over the country up in here.
South Cat.
I'm North Cat.
I'm South Cat. It's South Cat down here.
I'm North Cat. I'm almost.
I got people all over here, bro.
I see that.
I got moms from every state and fucking.
Nobody talks about South Cat. They always talk about North Cat.
You all also have Australia in here too.
Yep.
And New Zealand.
Dingo comes in here sometimes.
Man, I'm where I got
England.
I got some.
Yep.
Africa.
Yep.
Africa.
Yep.
Underground. Some of them underground listening.
Oh, Ruby from Canada.
Yeah.
And then you got my monkey ass here in the middle of Wisconsin. It's awesome.
Wisconsin, damn.
You got my white trash cracker ass.
Kenosha, right? Kenosha there.
Oh, that's Kenosha right there. Oh, Kenosha. Oh.
No, it ain't Kenosha. No, Kenosha actually opened up. It ain't boring no more. It's like Chicago, motherfucker. Don't fuck that town up.
Lord. All right.
I can't deal with Kenosha.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right.
Bye, y'all. Mayberry out.
All right. Mayberry out.
We got Leroy now. What's up, Roy?
What did you say to Dre?
Where Dre at, man?
Dre good. Dre didn't get triggered in the league.
Oh, okay.
Dre had bad internet connection. Dre know I'll kick him off.
Dre, man, you sleep, Dre?
Put him backstage or something.
Welcome back, Dre. Dre having technical difficulties.
Leroy Jr. in the house.
What's up, Leroy?
You know the crazy thing is though, with everything what the news keeps saying about Russia and Ukraine, they're gonna attack any day. They're gonna invade any day. It's like the news keep doing this over and over and over.
They just
now.
came out today. Biden's going to meet with Putin next week. So
yeah,
was he going to meet with Putin, or did he have like a designated person to do that?
He did. Originally, it was Kamala. She's over there right now.
Oh, she gets heels up. She heels up.
Kamala's gonna be like in like, I don't know, Budapest, and claim that this was doing her thing.
What the hell are we looking at there? What the hell is that, Mo?
Hell,
the fuck was that, Mo? What the fuck? It was fast, Mo. It was fast.
You saw
that,
you can't.
All you gotta do is edit that shit out, Mo. Just edit it out. That's all you gotta do.
That was a dude, right?
I don't know what the fuck that was. I just saw. I don't know what the hell looked at.
That Leroy?
Ed, you saw that shit too?
Unfortunately, I saw that. Yes.
Mo, I don't think Mo or John and Dre ain't see it. I just looked down 1 second at my phone. I guess they had third eye discernment, man. I got discernment.
Over here.
I just looked down. I said, "What the fuck?"
My retinas are trying to detach themselves.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole picture. I just seen subconscious mind of it. I looked back, looked at it, and it was it.
My eyes feel like that one dude. Yeah.
So some fat motherfucker just was laying in the bed with his camera on, and he just started popping up. Well, like, what the fuck?
These motherfucking perverted motherfuckers.
Dude's gonna just kind of pop out talking about it puts a lotion on his skin.
No, can't.
Oh,
dude, you see these shit? These motherfuckers.
It might not even be Big Dre. I don't know who some of
these motherfuckers try to they be pouring bottle motherfuckers over here. What the fuck?
It was this Leroy there. Leroy will tell us about Revelations chapter 13.
I ain't got time for you.
I'm back.
No, we ain't got time to be talking at that. Hold on, reload it. Damn shit, Leroy, man. Damn, man. We got some other people. We got. I know you wanted to make it about you, Leroy.
Hold up. I'm back now. You know.
Don't look, mate. Don't look mean at me like that.
You gotta excuse my fatty face.
Yeah, don't be looking mean at me like that. Go ahead.
I don't know you, man.
I don't know you either. This is the internet, man. This is Sunday Night Rumble, man. You hopped in the ring. Go ahead. Are you talking to Mo, or are you just in the ring? Just
Mo is that's
Mo's brother.
Big Dre, this you, Big Dre.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they ain't hit his.
Hold on, Big Dre, that's you. That's you, Big Dre.
There you go.
Cause motherfuckers be pouring bombing over here, man. These motherfuckers trying to get my shit flagged.
He want to talk.
Yep. You just got your main channel going again.
Yeah, they trying to flag, but the dude goes and put some titties on my shit. Like, dude,
like, what the fuck?
Can I have a conversation without you trying to
Sunday Night Rumbles, man?
Yeah, trying to pour by my channel, bro. Get my shit taken down.
You just edit that shit out, man. Yeah, you be good.
Y'all scandalous for that, bro.
Get a timestamp.
Are you ready, Rick? Are you ready for Revelations, man? I keep trying to tell you.
Always ready.
Get ready, man. It's coming. I'm having dreams out this world.
Man, he go through damn dreams again.
I'm having these dreams.
Hey, y'all remember?
Are you still fasting?
God got his hands on me.
You still fasting?
You know, I can't hear you.
You still fasting?
That's what you want to talk about it on here. Why you want to talk about my? Why you want to talk about my fasting? You can't do it.
Oh shit, John!
Last time you were on here, you said that. That's what you were doing.
Okay, I'm fasting. I mean, I'm going at it again. I'm going at it again, because they didn't have some GMOs.
Leroy, what the hell you talking about, man?
I gotta fast again.
You gotta fast for the GMOs or something, or the chemtrails?
That God shows you stuff in your dreams.
Hold on. It wasn't fast. I got it mixed up. I was doing cleansing. My bad, cleansing. I fast on the Sabbath day. You got yeah.
Okay,
my bad.
Right.
Those two different things. I ain't talking about no detox, so don't go there with the detox. I do cleansing. I cleanse my body. And Reese, be quiet. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody, bro.
You're so full of shit. I will say this.
Man, I like Leroy, man. Leroy, you cool, man. Leroy's
a conspiracy theorist.
So Leroy, you're a conspiracy theorist, huh? I'm an expert conspiracy theorist.
It's just something coming. You know, people talking about, I'm going to say this, right? People talk about the rapture, right? And what did Jesus say? Ain't no such thing as rapture. Jesus says, I am the life, I'm the truth. I am the bread of life. I am the resurrection. Resurrection. You eat my bread, you will never die. So, put it together. When you eat his bread, when that nuclear bomb come, that's the resurrection. Ain't no such thing as no rapture. Daniel,
so there is no rapture. So you don't believe in a pre-trib rapture?
Stop playing. I don't come on.
So why you don't believe in a pre-trib rapture? Why would God?
Jesus says, no one comes to the Holy Father but through me, the Holy Son.
So no
early boarding. Put it together.
So yeah, you don't get a VIP pass because you follow, because the Bible does talk about he will take true followers of Christ and believe in Christ their whole life and take them into the rapture and lead the people once but left behind. They ain't believe in Jesus.
Hold up, man. You won't let me talk. Get out them symbols.
Well, you getting angry, dog. I want to be in your heaven. Where the fuck your heaven at? We'll be at that Bamman and shit.
It's a follower of Jesus.
You don't like cussing
Jesus
now.
is the forgiver
I'm sorry.
of sins.
Did I cuss?
You using them dumb white symbols. These white symbols. Ain't no such thing as no Christ. That's made up.
So is it Fernando?
Jesus. Jesus is the head of the church. Jesus. He's the forgiver of sins. Go back to scriptures and read it. It's in the Bible.
Oh yes. Jesus is the Redeemer. Damn, well, you getting gangster.
He used the label. Look,
I thought you were a Hebrew.
Are you a born again Christian? I'm a born again
Hebrew
follower
Israelite?
of Jesus, the Holy Son.
I thought you were Hebrew. Why you saying the word J?
Yeah, I thought you were.
Yeah,
J is there.
You
a Hebrew Israelite, man.
Look,
you want some white people to kiss your boot? I get them for you now. You just have to pay me.
Hold on, you need to stop that. Look.
You gotta pay me to get them white people to do that shit, bro. I need a cut too, goddamn it.
I'm gonna break this down. And look, when I say this, I'm gonna get in trouble. It says the temple. Who is the head of the temple? Jesus. Call no man. It says Jesus is the head of the temple, right? Antichrist. Antichrist is many antichrists, right? He called himself what? He called himself the name. He called himself the name of God. What is the name of God? Holy Father.
But that's in the Torah?
He sits, hold up, that's in the Bible. He sits in God's temple.
Hebrews, they read the Torah. They don't read.
A temple, hold up. A temple is a church.
We better get pistol whipping the church.
The head of the church is Jesus.
Christian believes in the Bible.
Jesus is the head of the church. So that's the name Jesus right there. God
Sunday Night Rumble.
Put a contract on you. You better wake up.
Jesus Christ is the man. Jesus Christ.
You're not going to
I'm just confused because your identity changes.
God's temple and not hiding and not sit in God's church. And
last year you were a Hebrew. Now you're a Christian.
So let me ask you.
Hebrews is the same thing as Jews. Stop playing with
Leroy. Let me ask you a question, Leroy.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're Christian.
Leroy, let me ask you a question.
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Leroy, let me ask you a question. If there was a rapture and you didn't go in, would you still blame God? That you didn't go in that rapture and you was left behind and shit. There was no food, water. You had to scramble. You might have to kill too in that situation.
You would never thirst. You would never thirst.
I'm just saying.
Moses gave you the bread from heaven. Your father's died. I come down here with the true bread. You would never die. You better read that scriptures, man, and stop playing with me, little boy.
I get that. I can't argue with you, man. You sound some truth, man. I got that.
I'm saying, I mean, you can see, you see what's going
truth,
on.
Man.
You can't say certain things on the internet. My brother can't say nothing. if you mention about the snake bite,
So like the Vatican and stuff like that, the Vatican.
So the name, look, if you go in God's church, look, God's church, the head of the church is Jesus. You got to understand, that's why that name is there, but they changed it. It says,
so you don't go to temple, you go to church.
You go to mosque.
Jesus is the head of the
go
church.
To temple. I mean, you go to church.
Jesus is the head of the church.
Leroy
Jesus is the head of the church.
It's Sunday Night Rumble. Fuck it, Leroy, man. You
the head of the church.
Hebrews go to temple. You know, the Jewish religion.
Temple is
you
the
a
church,
Hebrew
man.
Muslim.
Stop playing with me, man. You acting dumb.
They have the Sabbath.
Temple is the church.
So Leroy, what's about to happen to America?
I'm done talking to you.
We're done talking to you, man. Bye.
Yeah.
Kick off.
Damn, Leroy
Blunt. He was a Hebrew. Now he's a Christian. Now I guess.
No, a Hebrew Muslim, man. No offense to Muslims. It is a Hebrew Muslims.
Hey, that's bad. We got to kick your own brother off the chest.
Let me knock on wood. Okay.
You know, I totally understand why Mo, when he started out, he's like, he did 30 minutes on his own, and then he started the Rumble. And it's funny because all Mo's missing right now is some popcorn. Just sitting back, eating popcorn.
And then someone tried to pour by myself. You know, I'm good. Because that was man boobs anyway, so I ain't getting flagged, motherfucker.
I can't unsee that.
Backstage shit. Fuck with me. I ain't adding that shit. You ain't flagging my shit, motherfucker.
Yeah. See, we all four. We know what to say and not to say. You know, right. Like some people don't know how to do that. You know, they just don't know what to say and not to say. I've been doing radio since 2000.
And that person was a transgender. That person was a trans. That person just has so that wasn't real boobs.
You talking about Transformer? Say Transformer.
Transformers.
I like that.
The Transformers. Them Transformers out there, right? But they shape shift on you.
That's why you got to be careful when you go out to the club because you never know. There is more than me.
Hey, the next motherfucker that come in got a cam up in the weight room. Now what? See, he fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah. I saw that shit, man. What the hell?
I should have made the cam up. That was my fault. I should have made the camera. He did that shit on my first day. I'm not private this video. I'll be good. Fuck you. Flag on, and flag on. What's that word John always said? Flag on and flag on.
Yep.
Let me ask y'all this question though.
Next.
Let me ask y'all this question. Do you think Trump woke people up in America, like woke up like a ripple tide, like a tidal wave of just thinking different? Just thinking different now, you know?
Yeah.
As the media and all that. What y'all think about that?
Mo, why don't you take this here?
Okay, repeat what you just said, Hood.
I was like, how do you think like how Trump is when with that the tidal wave that he had in 2016? You know, just kind of waking people up. How the media was.
That was more of a wake up thing, man. Because this was bound to happen. This was meant to happen. What happened right now? It was meant to happen. You know, 2016 was the Great Awakening right there, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, the Great Awakening. That's when the Great Awakening started in America. It started right. And you got to think about it. And look around the whole entire world. Everybody doing the same thing what America's doing.
Yeah.
Canada doing it first. You know, everybody like, oh shit, Canada. What the hell's going on?
Nick Dre said Mo's audio is tripping. He reached me in the back end. Yeah, but the next motherfucker that gonna come up, you gotta cam up in the waiting room. Backstage, that's it.
You gotta think too, though, right? When Trump came on, what did Republicans and conservatives want for the longest time? They wanted a businessman who was a no shit taker, you know, just the ballroom brawler, and that's what you got. And he came in there like a bull in a china shop. And I was writing for somebody at the time, and that's exactly what I said that he was. I didn't think he'd make it past the primaries.
Yeah, I had like John Edwards. I don't know how the hell I like this.
What's that?
No, not John Edwards. That was what was that Republican?
Why would we support this guy? Why do they want attention in the chat room? They want you to pin their shit.
Man, block that motherfucker. Don't come with me.
I'm not in the chat.
But it was funny.
Maybe that's the man boobs guy.
Yeah, might have been.
Could somebody block his ass? Don't fuck with me tonight.
You want him blocked or timed out?
Blocked.
But you know what Trump brought us here? He taught people how to fight.
Don't tell me, please.
Trump was the prototype, you know, and like within a prototype, it has errors. Trump trusted the wrong people. Trump was learning on the job. Trump made some bad choices, you know, and I know it's not a popular thing to say, but the thing was, Trump taught you how to fight. He taught establishment Republicans. He taught upcoming conservatives how to fight. Trump's biggest problem, though, was that he wanted to fight everybody instead of dismissing certain people like, you're not worth my time. So,
you know, another thing about Trump was is he like different points of view when he goes to the table. He doesn't want just one sided view. He wants to hear everything.
Yep. And he governed as a populist. That was the best thing. His populism matched with conservatism so well. And what I found fascinating was, you know, I see a lot of people right now. Now I'm in Wisconsin. I'm pretty keyed in on because we have an election coming up here in November of 22. So I'm talking to a lot of these candidates, and I see people, they're trying to be like Trump. And it's like, dude, learn from Trump, like DeSantis. DeSantis is like the next level. He fights like Trump, but he fights smarter. He picks and chooses his battles. He goes to war when he has to. He dismisses you when it's not worthy. And Trump really, I think, woken that part of the base up. The problem is, I think there's a certain part of the base there that's very unrealistic. This is a group of people that think Trump's going to be president here in the next 3 days or something like that.
Yeah, that's some crazy.
In the next 3 days, you dumb cunt.
Yeah. Simon Park. I don't say no people names. That's just. I couldn't get you. At first, it was fun. I was like, okay, all right, dang, got some hopium, man. We smoke hopium.
Yeah. We like that hopium.
I like that hopium, man. Let me get a hit, man.
Yeah.
It's like Oz and shit. You remember that TV show, Oz?
That's a good show.
Yeah, Oz. Yeah.
Oh, I remember Oz.
Yeah, you remember Oz? Kareem
That
Saeed.
was a shit back in the day, wasn't it?
Oh, Saheem.
Kareem Saeed.
Kareem Saeed.
Outstanding.
Simon Adebisi.
Yeah, Simon Adam Beasley. Yeah, that was like 97.
He was the best motherfucker in there though.
No, you know who tripped me out? Do you remember Chris Keller in the series?
Yes, Chris was with Adam Beecher.
Right. So Chris Keller, what really fucked me up. So I watched the series and I was all into it. And then, so this was a couple years later, and my kids are watching. My oldest was, I don't know, 2, 3 at the time. She's watching Sesame Street, and all of a sudden I see the actor who played Chris Keller on Sesame Street. I'm like, oh, hell no. What's going on here? And the guy, the actor's name, I think his first name is Chris. I can't remember his last name, but it was funny because I see him. He's like singing and dancing with Muppets and everything. And it was just kind of really trippy. And then like a few months down the road, I see like him and several other cast members from Oz. They're like all like Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, because O'Reilly does the insurance company commercial.
What was it, Catastrophe or something like that?
Yeah, O'Reilly, yeah.
Oh, that series was a trip. They don't make them good ones like that anymore.
Yeah, we in 2022, man. Yo, shit, this is it.
But you know what's funny though? We talked about everything being political earlier. Where are the series like that take you away into another world, that take you into another? And yes, they have their own politics and everything, but it was something that it was a distraction from the real world for like an hour a week.
Yeah,
we don't have that anymore.
Rogers was like that, but
that's how sports used to be.
Yes,
sports used to be that way. It wasn't really any politics; it was just about the game. They would talk crap to each other and whatever, but it was about the game.
But you don't think that's a revolution?
Now it's political.
Yeah, a color revolution and destroy America within. You ain't got to lift a bullet or a finger to shoot at anybody. You take it over from within, and they're doing it from the Travis Stock Institutes to a lot of think tanks out there in the world that really big timers.
Yeah,
really talk about online. I say Soros, Klaus.
somebody put this in the chat room. They're like too busy remaking the old movies, and it's like, yeah, can we stop doing remakes?
Yeah,
and
they're not even as good.
Yeah,
they're not even as good.
The crazy thing is they're doing it in video games now. I play video games. I'm a die-hard game player now. I got over 250 games, so I play a game. I get it in, but see, I can see they're doing remakes. I say, what's going on? It seems like everybody's just shutting down. I don't know if it's purpose or what.
Hold on, Swords in the Way where they mellow too. Cam up in the goddamn waiting room.
What was that? Fuck that.
Mellow too. That's how you go again.
In the waiting room.
You're getting blocked, Cam up, or you getting blocked. Cam up in the backstage right now.
Yeah,
no,
but
I don't see you, motherfucker. Don't play with me.
Mo.
Oh, you can get blocked, Mellow too. Yeah, I thought so. Motherfucker, play that bullshit.
Might be RBR.
Poor bomb. It probably is RBR. He won't reveal himself. This Mellow 2, call him Mellow 2.
Man, Mellow, yeah, that ain't my. Oh, that ain't Mellow 2.
Yeah, I ain't heard of you, nigga.
But the thing is, what's going on like in Ukraine right now? It's like there's more troops coming in with Russia and all, and this is gonna sound crazy, man. And you put this all on me. That I think Putin is gonna expose. I think Trump told Putin to invade Ukraine.
I heard something, and I don't know if this is true.
Someone get that troll out of here.
There was
that Bajov F for you.
That's a troll.
Go ahead, Ed.
The Ukrainian government is oh goodness, how would we phrase this here without using the word? They essentially are. It starts with an N, and it was a particular regime in the 40s that started a world war. I think you guys might get it.
Yeah,
and it's like, who's
RBR's favorite talking point?
Right, and it's like,
no, I don't know you, Mellow 2.
It's like you look at both sides of this and like, who are the good guys here? I mean, like, and it's such a weird place to put yourself in because
is that Mela?
Where?
Hey, Mela.
Somebody.
That's someone pretending to be
Mela too.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Queen Maya.
Oh, that is
probably. Oh, it might be Mela.
Oh, hold on.
Sure.
I don't know. That's why I asked the Cam up. I don't know. I don't trust motherfuckers.
But I'll tell you that whole Ukraine thing. That's
Mela. Okay. All right.
Ukraine thing's fucking up my portfolio, though. I'll tell you that.
Hey, it says there, Mela.
I agree with you with that, Ed. Yes.
Let's go to it.
You got to think about what happened in 2014 in Ukraine.
Just be ready to kick them backstage just in case.
Yep, just in case. That's what I'm gonna do.
If you see a blanket and it starts moving, yeah.
But that's crazy.
Queen, come up here. Hit the link.
I think Trump told Biden, not Biden, Putin to invade Ukraine. So we can
come up here and tell us about Tommy Sotomayor, Queen.
And all corruption is going to come out. We're going to tribunals.
Oh, there's so much corruption going on. Yeah, from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
That's all Ukraine is corruption.
Yeah, it is. That's why.
Whatever his name is, Zelensky, whatever his name is, the president.
Zelensky.
Anyway, he used to be a stand-up comedian.
It's the oh my God lady. Oh my God, it's me.
See? It's
what
Mela.
The fuck?
Okay, because I'm informed about that. I don't know who the fuck
Mela.
Nothing. I just finished watching Steve Jobs' biography online. I saw you all were live, and I heard something coincidentally about what is it that that happened to, shows that help us escape reality. Why is it that we use online communication with assholes as a form of escape, as opposed to what we used to do? We actually had series and like television series that we could rely upon at a certain hour of the day. But now we're looking for people like RBR's crazy ass because you know, he's on at pretty much the same time every day. I come from the TV guide generation.
Right,
Yes, ma'am.
And so it means something to me, and I'm still trying to get out of this. It means something to me when I can rely upon someone broadcasting the same time every day. All this sporadic stuff. Yeah, your personality might be off the chain, exceptional. Your dogma may be something I disagree with, to the extent that I want to engage in a conversation with you. Not necessarily a debate, but a conversation.
Right. Conversation, yeah.
But it's not the same time. Like, I don't know when you showing up. I got things to do. I got a life. I need to plan stuff. And I really appreciate when people do broadcasts at the same time. I do. Like, okay, I know this person's going to be on at 9 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I know this person's going to be on 9 a.m. Sundays, and so forth. You know what I mean? It just, that's just me. That I grew up during the TV guide generation when you could actually plan your schedule.
I think there's a lot to that.
Yeah, because when you get a notification and you're in the middle of something, I'm sorry, I have to prioritize what I was already involved with.
You don't know who it is,
go ahead, Michael.
Oh no, she knows who Mike Hood is.
No, I think there's a lot to that, because like I try intentionally not to watch a lot of podcasters or listen, because I find that it influences me. So I try to be very careful how I do that, because whenever I put out a podcast, I want to make sure that
I ain't trying to influence
mine's mine.
Hear me.
But I think, you know, for people that do that, when you have it at a certain time, it does mean something, especially for like Gen X and some millennials. We like to know that there's a certain time, 3 o'clock.
Well, this is the thing. Everybody has a right to be sporadic as well. And so I'm not trying to intrude on someone's spark of inspiration. You know, if you have a spark of if you just have this spark and you want to share it with what you have grown as your audience, that's what technology is for. I'm not hating on that.
For the moment.
Yeah. That's one of the beautiful things about the advancement of this thing called digital media. It's like damn near. Look, I guess I'm dating myself, but I used to watch the Jetsons when I was a child, right?
Yes,
I did. I used to watch the Jetsons, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why the fuck should we get cheated out of that aspect of thought, like where you can have flying cars, you can actually talk to somebody on your wrist, and it illuminates, I mean, why should we? But I think greed has impeded a lot of that, because you got to take, greed. Some of these old companies that have been around for damn near 100 years, they actually stifled technology.
Yes, ma'am.
If they didn't kill innovators, they damn sure locked up the damn patents. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people have been brave enough to embark upon a system of technology advancement to where who am I to knock it? Just because I grew up in the TV guide generation, I'm not hating on anybody that wants to be impulsive. I welcome people to be impulsive.
TV guys to figure out we're gonna watch
the Sunday. I grew up when you got the Sunday paper, and the TV guide came in the Sunday paper, and you plan, and you knew what you're gonna watch. On
TV guys at the
after work, you knew what you were gonna watch when you got off work, and when the children were in bed. Because Dallas, I remember Dallas used to come on back in the day. All types of crazy TV shows came on
old school Knight Rider
Tuesday. Oh God, Miami Vice, all kinds of crazy stuff, and it was all in the TV guide. So So I'm not asking anybody to accommodate people my age. What I'm saying is please consider that that is a reachable audience as well.
Yeah.
If you want to practice consistency, you can reach an audience that's in my age range, because we like to write.
Yeah.
We just like knowing that somebody is going to be on at a they can be relied upon to broadcast at a
Hey, Mel,
particular
you know
time
what
of day.
about, like our screens and everything we look at? It's called a black mirror.
Say, pardon me?
It's called a black mirror. When you cut your TV off, you cut your computer screens off, laptops,
Oh
phones.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Mirror. It's for scribing on it.
you can scribe on it.
Well, yeah, well, the people who the owners of these phones and the ones in the paranormal technology, yeah, they can do it. Yeah, they can do a lot of things.
I remember I was really interested in buying the latest and greatest refrigerator, and my son cautioned me against it, saying that people who are savvy to that degree, they can hack into the
Yes, they can.
the camera of the
Don't even get to the point
Smart
that
TVs, all
hacking
that.
yeah.
is paranormal hacking, like paranormal technology, like paranormal type stuff.
I don't know if I would call it
me have.
paranormal.
My wife won't even let us have like an Alexa, a Google Home.
Oh
like,
no,
like
they listen to everything. It records everything.
Even when you turn, it seems like even when you unplug it, it's still tracking you.
This is how.
But there is no plug because there's no plugging it in. It's over the Wi-Fi or whatever.
Right,
it's
but
tripped
here's
out.
the thing, though. You could take if you could take the battery out of your phone, it could still track you. Which is once the battery's back in. And here's the trip, though. My wife will have she'll be like, "Hey, we need to talk." And now, of course, I'm a man, so I'm thinking I'm in trouble, right? And she goes, "Put your phones over here. Don't come with any tech." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, she's gonna keep this real now." So we put our phones all the way. We walk all the way to the other side of the house, and then we have a conversation. That's when I know she this is 100% real. And I'm over here yeah, I can't blame her because because we could sit here talking right now about, I don't know, pick your favorite kitty litter. And I guarantee you all 5 of us would have that scrolling in our Facebook feed sometime within the next 12 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, it just happened to me. I was doing something on this particular device, and coincidentally, all of a sudden, all these topics of that interest were showing up in my feed. I was like, wow, they really getting bogus with it. Because at first it was fascinating. I'm talking about several years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It was like, oh, it's like it reads my mind. Well, little did I know, it's like, no, they actually spying on your ass.
Right.
Yep.
All right, folks, I got to get to bed. I said I was going to go to bed an hour and a half ago. That didn't work out too well for me.
All right.
But before I go, I want to leave y'all with a story. And Mo, I want to thank you very much for allowing me to come on.
Yeah, no
but somebody said something about dating themselves. I'm going to tell you about my 10-year-old. My 10-year-old told me one day, he goes, "Dad, what did you think about when you were in school?" I'm like, "Well, it was all right. I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just school." And, well, when he was 5, I actually had him believing that I was an immortal, just messing with him. I mean, who doesn't want to mess with a 5-year-old, right? Well, eventually he figured it out. I'm not. And he goes to me, "Well, Dad, since you're ancient, did they teach you with sticks and rocks?" I'm like, "You little bastard. Oh, you got me." And I couldn't really say anything about him because it was like, that was a good one.
He's intuitive. That's excellent. That's a genius in the making. He's intuitive. That's what's up. Because intellect will only take you so far, but intuition, that's forever.
Right. You got and you got to use it. Just drop them where you got them. So
yeah, because if he would have listened to you intellectually, he'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'm believing everything you're telling me." However, the way his brain is the way his brain works, his intuition kicked in. He was like, okay, wait a minute, I got some questions. That's a good story though. Thanks for sharing that.
But I told him too, it was like, but I did learn with an abacus. He's like, wow, you really are old. I'm like, fuck you, kid. And I walked off on him. But it was like, you know, if I'm going to make the joke, then he rides with it and takes it to another level. It's like, that's what I need you to do.
Is that how dads talk to their children?
Oh, no, I said that in my head.
Oh, you're being colorful for us. Okay.
Right.
Hey, I talk to my children crazy like a motherfucker.
My older ones, I do. Yeah.
The older ones, yeah. I be talking shit.
But guys, thank you very much for the conversation. I really appreciate that. It's a pleasure meeting y'all. Mo, thank you again for the platform. I appreciate it.
Nice to have met you as well.
Yep. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.
All right. Holla back. What's up, Queen? I see you, Queen. You got Queen in the house.
What's up, Mello?
Hi, Queen Mayat. I haven't talked to sister in a while.
I ain't never seen you on my panel for Mello. That's how kind of like, you know, I had a lot of trolls.
I truly understand the hesitancy.
We had a flasher earlier. We had a flasher on earlier.
Flash they booze, a transgender flash they booze on his motherfucker.
Yeah, there's an overlay, right? There's an overlay where you get to actually give the person a chance to talk. If you don't, like, for instance, if you don't know who they are, you don't know them from a can of paint, there is an overlay feature, I think, with StreamYard to where you like what they're talking about, but you're just not sure about their character and intention. So you just allow them to talk with the overlay. And that's how you could do that. If you want to. Now it's your show. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. You know, but there are some people that do bring interesting surprises that are not detrimental to your channel. I'm sorry that asshole came through and tried to corrupt everything. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people. I just don't.
Right. I just want to talk to everybody. Why you gotta pour about my shit?
Right. It's like if you this is my thing, right? Well, I can't say it's my thing. It's this thought is shared with a lot of people across humanity. I don't mean you any harm. And you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of decent human beings don't mean other people harm. And what I'm starting to notice is that is really getting narrow. Like a lot of people think it's funny to interrupt people's lives. And I think that is so
are they doing that
terrible.
To you like that?
Not yet. I mean,
when the last time you talked to your boy on a hangout?
Which on a hangout? Which boy?
You don't remember me? You don't remember Mike on King of Content?
Oh, how is he? Is he all right?
I don't know. I ain't talked to him in a while. I'm asking you.
I haven't either. I think what we share in common is the pain that it takes to be funny, right? And we were able to share camaraderie.
Yeah.
You still don't know who I am. Yeah.
I do. I remember because I think I was defending him against you.
Am I Chinese?
No, you're not. I remember because I remember Darren, God rest his soul, he came to interrupt you from harassing me. I remember.
I was harassing you.
Yeah, you were harassing me hard because I was just emphasizing that you shouldn't play music on his live stream without his permission.
Oh,
it's
man,
like, and you were like,
now,
see,
now you remember. There you go. There you go.
Right,
There you go,
and
Mello.
so
there you go.
then you said, well, it figures you would be trying to divide men, and you called me all. You know, you just
I apologize. If we got in this here, I was messed up. I apologize to you. Right?
I mean, don't act like I ain't got dementia yet, motherfucker.
I apologize to you. I do apologize, but for real, I do apologize. You cool, man. You cool.
I ain't got Alzheimer's yet, motherfucker. Okay.
Hey, you been drinking though. You been drinking.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't drink?
We're
It's
at the
legal
bar right now.
It's
Yep.
legal.
That's
You
tricking
know,
that
that's
prostate.
that's another thing, right? That shame and shit that people try to do. Unless
I hate that shit. I be like, motherfucker, I'm drunk.
well, I'm not drunk. No,
I am.
yeah,
I'm
I
getting
don't.
drunk. Shit, I done drunk for more 8 hours.
You know why I don't like to get drunk is because it depletes.
No, ain't no 8 hours.
It depletes certain B vitamins that are hard to replenish. So I try not to get drunk. That getting drunk.
Yeah, say drunk. But some people might say drunk just to get a buzz. Like, yo, I get fucked up. Just get a little buzz and stuff.
No,
Not fucked up. You gonna pass out on the ground or some
no,
shit?
there are people that actually have been
It
fucked
also
up
messes up your
online.
electrolytes.
Yeah, not to get that fucked up. Like,
Yeah, and it depletes your electrolytes. It depletes your thiamine, which is I mean, it depletes all types of nutrients that you could have just had,
I did a lot
chill
of binge
mode.
drinking, like binge drinking for like 12 hours straight.
No, bro, you gotta live it to consider, man. Don't do that
I
to
know,
yourself.
I stopped doing that. I had stopped doing. I'm only 36.
Yeah, you gotta live it to consider. And don't take it to the point where it, well,
when you met me, I was 30. Like, I mean, no, 30.
Yeah, you was on some, but I understand. I understand.
No, you better say Mike Hood was on some shit. I don't know what the hell Mike Hood was on.
When I look back at it all, there was a reason for me to have experienced the different personalities that I've come across thus far, and it's been so educational as far as socializing is concerned, because this is a whole new realm of socializing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's a whole new realm of because when you're accustomed to thinking that
I don't think RBR could go a day without talking about you.
Well, he talked. Well,
you Conezilla, yeah.
He talked. Man, he's just one of those personalities that targets people. And
you heard what he said on Max's the other day.
I listened to Max's channel
legend,
today.
Man. He's a legend.
I think Max was really, really eloquent tonight, and I hope to share that. I hope to share his live stream tonight with my son, my own son, and I guard what he hears.
That's what I like about Max, about family, holding up women. That's why I'm over there.
And he wasn't corny about it. He was very
RBR left, he got triggered and went live, started talking about him.
RBR may be intimidated by the fact that people are not attracted to his style of communication.
Yeah, his style. If you do 8 hours and you listen for 8 hours straight, I can't do 8 hours. Now, if it's all like on the archive, I can take that whole 8 hour stream and go through it and skip through. See, like if I see you up there, other people talking, I want to see what y'all.
Right, you look for the names. Right, you look for the names.
You looking for the names.
But listening to that,
you looking for the names. You skipping. Like, let me see what the fuck going on. You would take 8 hours and put it in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's to some degree, I tried to put myself in his shoes as to why
he look for the names. I'm like,
he's that way, but at the same time,
I mean, I like him, man. He's unique.
Well, this is the thing, right? He has different layers. He's like he has.
Yeah,
different
behind the
layers.
scenes, he doesn't act like that. I don't think he really acts like that.
I've never talked to him, but other than on a panel. It's just been so long. It's been a number of years.
You've been around. I met you like 4 years ago, and I came across RBR and Arthur and all that, Max and all that.
Were you on Max's channel the other day when RBR was on and he was talking about his kids?
No,
that he had kids with his sister.
No, see, I don't catch things every day.
Max is going to do a video about it because he's saying about how he had kids with his older sister. That's why his parents watch him. RBR.
He had children with his older sister.
Yeah.
And his parents let that happen.
Yeah, but see, I'll be honest. I think he misspoke when he said it, but he did say it. but he didn't mean it that way. He meant their own individual children from other people. But the way it came out, it sounded like it was with his sister, his oldest sister.
Well, RBR has mispronounced people's names and all types of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
You have to
I know he does
understand
that to me.
what his medical position is in life,
I
and
think you do it on purpose too sometimes.
so that's the trick, right? You don't know.
It's a sign of
You
disrespect.
don't know.
It's like at times it would seem that he's
He
doing
does
it
it on purpose.
intentionally, right? It would
Yeah.
seem that he's doing it intentionally, and then when you realize that he's medically compromised, I just take that I take into consideration that he's medically compromised. I'm not saying I give him a pass for that. What I'm saying is that
maybe that show for him is like ice cream to buy.
What I'm
Joseph
saying,
Dillinger said that he was in remission.
okay, remission, whatever. But the thing of it is that he's still, medically sensitive, and that's a very awful thing to think about on a day-to-day basis. And you could go into I don't give a F mode, like on so many levels, like the I don't give a F mode is different for different people. His I don't give a F mode is he will talk about people's children, their marriages. He will create scenarios that don't exist about them.
But
And
then
then
Howard
he
do
will,
that too. Howard Stern did that.
then what he'll do is he'll change it around and get sensitive because people do the same thing to him. It's like, why they saying I'm sucking JB Gunner's dick for $5? It's like nobody's. It's like, man. It's like, look, man. You cannot.
Didn't you bring up the taser thing?
The what?
Taser? Was that you?
No, I didn't bring up tasers. No.
Oh, because somebody was talking about it.
It could have been anybody. It wasn't me.
I got taser on the YouTube streets.
No, I don't know. And what happened with the taser other than the court case where that lady got Oh, you're talking about when I was saying how there's no need to feel pity for her. That's the last. I think the most recent time I've been on this panel was espousing that there's no need to feel any compassion for that woman, no matter how much she cries or apologizes, because if she considered him a human being, she never would have pulled that taser out. You know what I'm saying? Or rather, she mistaken it for a gun. It was an accident. It was an accident. No, it's like how you accidentally,
And she was a training officer. It wasn't like she was just a regular. She trained other officers, so she should have known better.
Well, it's not about knowing better. It's about being panicked in the presence of what you deem to be someone that's not human. You see what I'm saying? It's like you don't see, like, for instance, if I run across a child, let's just say a child, and I see that they're obviously not able to go home because they're just wandering around, I don't mean that child any harm. I'm going to figure out what the problem is and how can we get you help to prevent this from happening again. That wasn't her mindset. Her mindset is, oh my God, it's a black guy. They're killers, we got to defend ourselves because they're killers. It's like she executed her behavior in accordance to what she had programmed herself to believe about black men. That's what I think. Now, you can challenge me if I'm wrong in your opinion. That's what I think.
That's a lot of rabbit holes. That's a lot of going into that, man. We got going about race.
Well, I mean,
I know race. I know race is big business. I don't know her either.
Well, it's no coincidence that like this is the first time that's happened, right? Okay. Let's think about that. Let's think, since you want to talk logically about it, like how many other guys?
Well, what state this was in?
I think it was what oh God, it's up north, Midwest,
Oh,
Midwest.
Midwest. I'm Southern. Now I'm Southern down Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah, what the
You
hell
probably
was
don't
that?
show it on.
It wasn't Detroit. It's like further west of Detroit. It's like but it's northern Midwest. I want to say Minneapolis or something crazy like that. But anyway, it was one of those Midwestern cities.
Or some racial dispute or something like that.
What I'm
No,
asking
he tried to
you,
take off in the car, and she went to taser him.
I know I know that he overreacted.
But Dante
right?
or something.
Well, he said he was scared.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
you're talking about Wisconsin. Okay.
I know he overreacted. My point is, that's not the first time she's ever conceived that what could be considered a perpetrator to overreact. Why is it that she believed that he was a killer?
You know, she might have been racist. She just might have been racist, man. You just might be right. She's racist.
It's like because it.
So if one is racist, Mel, let me ask you: if one is racist,
dude, I said she wasn't new to the force. She was a training officer.
The only time you perceive somebody is a threat is if you genuinely think they're a threat, especially if you've had training. And you said she's a training officer. She. So in her mind, she's walking around day to day.
If I was in that situation, I would have punched him in the face. Not him, includingly, but if I was a cop, and I see him trying to pull off the car, I want to pull nothing out. I would punch him in his face and take the keys from him.
Well, okay, that's not. Well, okay, let's just.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
Let's just say he was not being compliant with "show me your hands," right? Yeah. Was that the case? Because I didn't look at the video because I didn't want to see anybody get killed or nothing. So. What did they ask him?
No, he came out of the car. He was out of the car.
And he showed his hands.
He had a warrant or something. And so they were going to arrest him. And just as they were about to do their thing, he jumped in the car to get away. And the other officers were trying to grab him. And this woman officer, she grabbed it. Instead of the taser, she grabbed her.
Oh, okay. So she wanted to prevent him from driving off.
Yeah. But see, where I'm from, here in Hawaii, we don't have that problem because you're on an island. They let you go because where are you going to go? You're stuck on the island. They'll get you later on,
It's like, do you have a submarine park at the coast, nigga? Yeah. Where the fuck you going?
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
That's a good point.
You ain't going nowhere, huh?
That problem doesn't really exist.
Unless you James Bond with a submarine park at the coastal line.
Unless you Putin rooting for Trump.
Oh, you got a helicopter waiting for you or something.
Not even helicopter. Where's it gonna? Well, maybe to the other island, but you ain't getting to the mainland because that's
rooting for Putin, stomping for Trump.
You ain't getting over there with a helicopter.
Yeah,
maybe you got a boat or ship you can land on, maybe or something.
Yeah, that's a good point about. Yeah, Hawaii is different in that regard, no doubt.
Hey, Melo, your country is bankrupt.
They'd rather let you go because they got your license or whatever.
Did you know that these are the end times?
Yeah, your country is bankrupt. End times of America.
Why do you think they're bankrupt? Because
because they default on their loans for so many years. It's complicated. It's very complicated. How America's supposed to be the richest country, right?
Well, the elitist mindset.
It was the richest country in the world. Was one time.
The elitist mindsets have gotten together and figured out the world would be better off with at least maybe 1 to 2/3 of us gone. And they're implementing it. Okay. Yeah. Why else are they doing? Why else are they doing all this exaggerated fear mongering? Like everybody's afraid, for God's sakes. Everybody. I mean, even people that have a cheery, naive outlook of optimism, they're scared. They're like, "What's going to become of us?" I'm like, if you don't calm down, just calm down. What's going to be is going to happen.
Calm down. God damn.
Well,
calm down.
Well,
a lot of this information is not for everybody.
not only that, you can't accomplish you what can you accomplish being paralyzed by fear? Like you're better off being angry about it than being in despair about it.
You
I'll
gotta
say
be
that.
fearless. You have to be fearless.
And they're getting the population at hand addicted to fear. That's what's going on. And because everybody who's not really nutritionally sound, they're it's gonna make them sick. They're gonna, not only are they stressed out and worried, but they're not doing anything other than surviving. So they're not planning their meals wisely. So they're not strengthening their metabolic endurance. And so it's like if they're not gonna necessarily drop quote unquote ballistic missiles from the sky, they will worry people to
You
fucking
don't
death.
have to worry about that yet. Don't worry about that yet.
But they're trying to worry people to death, is my point. That's what, because they're
I was just
getting
about to
people.
ask you a question. Damn, I forgot.
They're trying to worry people to death, and I think it's so sadistic. It's like, why do you have to bombard everybody with this fear? Why? That's crazy.
Because that's what the media does in order to get attention. Get people to click.
I mean, that's what the reptiles do and shit like that. Like peacocks that look like reptilians.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
Stop it, Bob.
Stop it. Yeah.
Stop it, Bob.
But Miller, I see your passion, Miller. You got a lot of damn passion, Miller.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you a read right now, Miller. I'm a real Miller. You got a lot of passion. Maybe sometimes Miller, you gotta just let some of that passion. Or there's other people. I know how it can feel like that, and just let that shit go.
What do you mean?
Let it go. Like how these people think. I was hearing you saying let people go.
You think I care about it? Okay.
I know some of them that you do care. Yeah, I was reading.
No, actually, I'm trying.
I know you a lot. Come on, met you 4 years ago. I know you on the show.
I'm trying to be an agreeable person, but people won't let that be a pleasant experience. Because I've been accused. I've been accused of kissing ass when I'm actually just a pleasant person. Like if I find something.
When I met you was real tight. But like when I met, you wasn't like going no kissing ass. I didn't see you when we was on what's the name show. We were kissing no ass.
No, it wasn't like that. That's not who I am. I'm just a very pleasant natured person. Like if I find something that is.
Yeah, I didn't have no problem with you.
I would rather say something nice about someone than something mean. That's my preference. However, because of my life's experiences, I know how to get down. Okay. And unfortunately, I've been, it happened once, and it took that one time where people it would appear, I could be wrong, it would appear to the point where I got convinced that people just want to fuck with me just to see how creative I could be with roasting and baking and shit, with just humiliating somebody in an argument. And I don't like to do that.
Now. You can talk shit.
I can get the fuck down. And I learned that the hard way.
You get down.
But I don't, just because I'm good at it, that doesn't mean I like to do it, is what I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, not all the time. Sometimes you might want to sharpen up your skills a little bit, but not all the time when you're talking to people on the internet. No, we gotta fight. We gotta fight.
I'm a retiree. I just want to chill and get to enjoy the pleasantries of humanity. What don't people get about that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I agree with all of it. I don't be on no dumb shit no more. People getting older shit. I'm at the age shit. I'm getting everybody. Who wants to be on dumb shit? Doing dumb shit.
Dumb shit no more. Yeah.
I'm trying to get paid, man. I'm trying to get rich.
That's for those young people on drugs that don't know any better. I'm not trying to do all that.
Yeah, they don't have discernment. They just lost. Really lost. We got to be lucky. I was born in 85, so I'm 80s baby or whatever. But after the 90s, that was it. 2000, I say 2005 when everything started going downhill.
Yeah, you get a different perspective when you get older. Just like the Steve Jobs
I'm still here with
documentary.
grandkids. I got time for this bullshit.
Yeah, you do get tired of it eventually, especially when you realize, like, damn, for whatever reason, I had to go through that. I guess I learned from it, and I've learned that it's that's just a more multifaceted aspect of my personality that I guess that just I don't know why I was exposed to some of the people that because really when I think about the people that I just happen to have been exposed to, like when I say exposed, I don't mean it controversially. I'm talking about people that choreographic, correlate. What's the word for it when it's like time by time you get introduced to this person and that person on the panel and next thing you know you all get familiar with one another and next thing you know you are familiar with the names of all these people that have very little to do with anything productive. Very little. And I was like, what was the point of me being introduced to so many non-productive people? Like people that are just only focused on conflict.
That's what you was looking for.
Well, that's what I had to ask myself spiritually. Like, was my life so fucking boring? Excuse my language, but
no, you just like entertainment. That's all. You just like.
No, what was my life so boring and chill that I had to be introduced to people that were, that just only had conflict on their mind.
When we was on what's the name show, that was every other day. That was like that was like 2014, 15, one of them.
That was a hell of a time, wasn't it?
Still,
and you know what's tripped out? There's no evidence of it.
No evidence. Everything's gone. Like
there's only memories.
What's his name? Where was the other guy? What's his name? I forgot his name.
There's a lot of them. Unfortunately, 2 of them have passed, and then there was another guy. There were several guys because they love to talk to the women, right? Because you got to remember there were a lot of fly women over there, so a lot of brothers would flock to that panel, and then oftentimes, he was really on a mission, right? He was on a mission.
I'm trying to think names.
I'm not naming names because there's no evidence that it.
Well, yeah, no evidence. We ain't got to name names. We can just kind of say and talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not bringing up names. It's like there's no evidence.
I didn't mean to say it like that. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. So I'm using generalities out of respect for people that just want to hold on to the fact that they can remain anonymous.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, if it wasn't for the fact that someone had previously infiltrated my email address, I would have never changed the name that I had presented on that panel. I didn't do that on purpose. I just didn't know how to retrieve the email after I guess the password had been changed. I was like, what the hell is going on? Because I'm not technically savvy like that. And so for whatever reason, I just used the second account that had this name up here, Mela 2. And that's what I've been using.
When they say when it came up there, they thought you was somebody else. But I saw you in the chat room. I didn't know because I'm not watching the chat room a lot when I'm talking.
The email.
I was like, wait a minute, that's Mela.
Yeah, the email has Mela 2, but sometimes the name comes up as Mela, and that's what I had been. No, I don't know why it came up as Mela 2, but like I said,
who would come up like you is like at this time? I mean,
well, I had an impersonator a couple of years ago. Believe it or not, it was
all y'all. Except for me,
over here.
Well, I don't want to jinx myself. So
I was like, how in the hell,
They be doing Michael Hood, and they were like, damn, that's Mike Hood. No. People can't talk like me though.
Well,
you can tell by my voice if Mike could get on that.
Well, you just whatever. At the whatever. I remember when I first saw it. That was back when O'Shea had the Sunday Rumbles, and I made a comment in the chat room, and next thing you know, there was a duplicate comment. I thought it was, as they say, a glitch. And then there was other comments. I was like, wait a minute, that's not me. What the fuck is going on?
Right.
And so then I started entertaining someone who I care about. You all know her as Cookie. I started entertaining myself over at her channel. And then the impersonator was over there. And I was just like, damn.
They followed you? They followed you everywhere?
And it was so much so that they gave her, whoever the impersonator was, they gave the impersonator a wrench. I said, Cookie, that's not me. That's not, you know,
damn, they were following. You must have said something, Mella, that they ain't like.
I had to get on the panel and tell her, like, that, do not give Mella a wrench unless you've already established that it's me that you've given a wrench to. If you don't know it's me, don't give me no wrench.
You know what, Mella, you get a reward too, man, for 4 years of reward on YouTube, Google Hangouts and stuff like that. You get a reward.
No, I'm a retiree. I was I just had time.
You get a reward. Mo get a reward. There's people that get rewards and stuff like that.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. We'll find out sooner or later.
See, now you sound sinister when you say stuff.
No, I'm not sinister. No, I'm good, man. I'm not like how I was back 20. Man, I grew up a lot, so you know, back then on Mr. What's the Name show, it was crazy over there. I was drunk, crazy type shit.
You heard that, Mo? Mike said he grew up a lot.
I grew up a lot.
Man. How you grew up a lot? Oh, my hood.
Now, if you're writing a screenplay, like you want to write a black YouTube movie or something, I mean, you could, you know, why not just say that?
The YouTube streets.
Yeah, I mean, and you want to feature some people that come to mind, then that's what I'm gonna do to give you the benefit of the doubt, as opposed to assuming that, like, you're talking about reward. Like, what could you possibly mean by that? You know, and the only thing I could come up with, because I'm a creative person, is that you might have some idea as to how to exploit your experiences online by publishing something, and you might consider mentioning me. That's the way I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah, you might be in chapter 7.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for your consideration.
Chapter 7. You're in chapter 7, bro.
Thank you for your consideration. Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
Okay. I don't know what you mean by reward, though. I don't know what you mean by that. If I wanted to be rewarded for something, I would have.
I've been around a long time too. Now I've been around and been on a lot of other shows.
Mike doesn't even know what he means by reward.
You don't know,
Apparently.
Oh, what you talking about? Backwoods, man.
Throw shit out there.
Backwoods, somebody. Oh yeah, Mike Hood be talking shit. He cool though. Man, Backwoods, you better keep taking your videos. You better take your videos off of YouTube. You get hit in the kneecap.
All right.
Mel, go ahead, Mel. But people talking shit in the chat.
Since you like to mention names,
I like Backwoods, man. I fuck with Backwoods. Go ahead. What'd you say, Mel?
Since you like to mention names, who have you found surprisingly successful since you've been on? Like, where you first were introduced to their personality, wherever, and then all of a sudden they blew up. I'll tell you, for me, it was Jessica. I had no idea that she was gonna come across
You know what, Mel? To be honest, I didn't listen too much to Jessica because everybody was up so much on her and stuff like that. I seen a couple of listen, probably about 30 minutes of a 4-hour video.
I had no idea she was gonna become a phenomenon. I knew she was gonna be popular.
I do remember. Was she on O'Shea shows back?
But see, this is the thing. Her work ethic. See, a lot of people, they said that she didn't deserve her subscribers because she had this viral video of she did something, like she was tiptoeing around the idea of having a channel, and then she did something. I'm trying to remember what the topic was, but she did a just a regular upload, and it went viral, like 67,000 views in like a short period of time. And it intimidated her by her own confession. She was like, I don't even know how to fucking top that. I mean, it was just a flash in the pan experience, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. And everybody was just encouraging her, just keep on going, you'll make it, you'll make it. And before you knew it, she started putting the work in that it took to make sure she kept in touch with other content creators, so that she kept her name hot in them streets, these YouTube streets. And it kept, the momentum kept building to the point where haters started coming out of the woodwork. And when I say haters, I mean people that didn't know, people that have never had a one-on-one conversation with her about anything. I'm talking about people just out of nowhere who are haters. I'm not talking about somebody that, you know, had been on the panels with her before she had her own channel. I'm talking about these out of nowhere haters made her a phenomenon. You know, they just, you know, and next thing you know, getting a wink from Kevin Samuels just before he went into his average at best situation, because he did the average at best thing, right? And that became controversial. And then he was on a panel with and I was on that panel as well with what are those ladies' names? Sister George, Danielle, Miss Danielle. I'm so happy how far C Rose and Danielle have come. That's wonderful. And anyway, this happened approximately some time ago. Not long ago, but some time ago. Next thing you know, he's on the panel defending his position as to why he think he has a right to claim that somebody is average at best. And Jessica was up there as well. She gave her 2 cents. And before he left the panel, he said, "Looking good, Jessica." And you know, you can hear the wink in his voice. And it didn't escape anybody. Like, she's never cammed up. So what is he talking about? But the fact that he gave her that wink of approval just before he propelled into the stratosphere, I was like, well, I guess they're just going to soar together for a while, you know? And so that, I think that to me was surprising because of the way it happened. Now, who I expected to succeed, I expected Angry Man to surpass everybody. I expected
I was about to say,
Obsidian.
I
I expected Obsidian to surpass everybody. But there's something about the way they do things that just didn't work out compared to those two. And I was wondering if you all could tell me what the it factor was for those two compared to the other two.
You said Angry Man and who?
I anticipated Angry Man and Obsidian to be exceptionally.
Obsidian had his time when he was on O'Shea, Duke Jackson, Rumbles and stuff, when he was there talking. He was on a few. He had his years about 3 years ago.
I expected Obsidian and Angry Man to be in the place of where Jessica X and what's his name, Kevin Samuels are now.
Women, y'all got the power. Women got the power. You got these simps, man.
And so that's the most surprising thing for me. Like, I really, if I had, I would have lost that bet.
What's wrong with, yeah.
I would have lost that bet if somebody would have said, okay, you have to pick 2 people that are going to go into the stratosphere, you know, and elevate their presence and persona on levels beyond this whole, you know, fried chicken circuit. You know, who would it be? It would have been those 2 guys, but I was wrong, you know.
Obsidian, you talking about like Obsidian O'Shea, right?
Obsidian and Angry Man. That's who I thought was gonna.
Well, Angry Man is Angry Man.
Well, you know, he was trying to do his thing, and so was Obsidian, but those other 2, they just beat them out, and that was surprising to me.
But if you think about the end of the day of living your life, like reality of living your life, everything on YouTube is something. It's just nothing but an illusion. It's not real.
Oh yeah, I told one of my favorite people that this is a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And when you
people
really
go to
look at
sleep thinking about other people, like on YouTube. Like this is
yeah,
their life.
I wouldn't recommend that. That is so I
That's
wouldn't recommend
dangerous
that.
to your
Exactly.
own subconscious
Psyche.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
you're
remember
caught
somebody
up.
was
You're
getting
caught up in your own mirror. The mirror,
yeah.
like YouTube is the mirror.
Yeah, well, there's a competitive spirit that people just can't deny within
It's
themselves.
over likes and subs. That's the competitive spirit over
And
likes and subs.
but you
Not
have to see it for the instrument that it is, as opposed to actually ingesting the thought that it is it's something that it's not. It's when you really want to break it down, it's basically
yeah. Because
just
people would go
voices
to
talk. Is basically voices and images talking to each other in a digital medium, as opposed to we're not sitting around a conference table, sharing
we're not talking
bagels.
personally.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're not actually in a physical realm, other than what our imagination is allowing this instrument to utilize. So
And it's
that
addictive
that's
too. It's addictive. It
well,
goes into the
because
melatonin and stuff. Your melatonin.
it depends on how you place it in your mindset. Now, see, a lot of people they take this shit too seriously, man. They just but see, that's the difference between having your own channel, where you obligate yourself to grow it, versus you just chilling. So fuck it, I might as well join the panel. You know
Saying
what
like
I'm saying?
fuckery or some shit. Yeah, like
It's like I
fuckery
might as
night.
well. It's like, let me see who's live, and
Yeah.
because I have become acclimated to black circles, these are the channels that I'm subscribed to, who oftentimes go live. I'm sure there are other ethnicities that are probably live right now. I just hadn't been introduced into those circles. I have the
Have
type
you
of
ever thought about going to
personality.
like white shows?
I get along with all types of people. I don't have a
Yeah, Melo,
problem with
you
that.
cool.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. It's just that that's not how I became acclimated into this thing called digital socializing. I got acclimated into it. I remember when I first talked to Uncle Suge, right? Um, I remember because I saw how did this go? I was looking for nutritional videos all the time. That's all I was doing, just looking up nutrition, longevity, nutrition. That was my thing. And it just so happened this one thumbnail of this guy wearing a Cleveland baseball cap turned to the side, and he was a brother, and he was just sitting there, and the caption was titled something about why black people won't stop eating chicken McNuggets, right? And next thing I know, I was like, okay, out of all these doctors and nutritionists and specialists, here comes this black guy out of nowhere talking about chicken McNuggets. Let me tap on it. It was 3 minutes long. It was hilarious. And so I found myself subscribing, and I listened to a couple of his live streams, and I found out there was this feature where you could type into what's called a chat room. And I was like, I don't even know how this works. So let me see how it works. And I just typed in the word hilarious, because that's what I thought of him. I thought he was hilarious. And that's the only thing I ever typed. I never made a comment, a sentence long or anything. It was just whenever he said something funny, I always typed hilarious. That was my pattern. And he noticed that I was never on a panel, and he invited me to be on a panel. I said, I don't know how to do that. And he, at the time there was Hangouts, and I found out how to talk to him through Hangouts, and he said, this is how you join the panel. And I said, so are we talking about socializing with strangers? Like, I don't know if I'm ready to socialize with strangers. And he said, oh, you'll be fine, And so next thing you know, I get introduced to people, and I try to be as polite.
Hey,
and
Mello, it seems like Mello, man, this shit is really like you really got this, Mello. He's like, man.
But anyway, he.
But yeah. What's his name? I don't want to say it. I can't say his name. I mean,
yeah. So he
I'll
was.
say Shook.
Yeah, Uncle Suge was very accommodating. He was very inviting and accommodating to a panel that was that should be friendly. It's just that eventually it evolved into him being on a mission for something else, and I joined the mission, and I got known for all that, so but
Mo
yeah.
and Suge is kind of the same. The open panel, let people talk.
Well, no, it was more than a panel. He is a video editor. See that's why that was the icing on the cake. The fact that he was an expert in video editing in a creative way is what really draw a lot of that just really build his name up, because people like to look at stuff, and he served that aspect where people got to look at stuff that just made them laugh out loud, actually, not just like LOL, typing in. Like, people actually laughed out loud, and so his video editing was just impactfully funny to such a degree where you hated to be on the other side of that goddamn video editing, because he could do some really crazy shit to just he could take your name, he could take who you think you are and reconstruct that shit through a narrative and video editing, to the fact, and because it's so funny, it doesn't matter whether or not it's true. What matters is that it's funny, and that's where he was most impactful. He's just hilarious. That's just, I mean, I've always said that he's hilarious. He really is.
I look at it as years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago.
And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that lightly, because comedy comes from pain. That
now
man
we in the future now.
No, that man had to go through, and I have no idea what kind of pain he went through, but that man had to go through a lot of goddamn pain to be that goddamn funny. Because I'm funny, okay? And I know what pain I have gone through. I know disappointments. And I'm not talking about being
Mello. You act a fool, Mello. You act a fucking fool.
Hold on now. But see, I've never been sexually assaulted. I've never been robbed or raped. None of that bullshit. I'm talking about a different kind of pain. I'm talking about disappointment, where, like, you got this loved one that's supposed to be there for you, and they let you down because that's their character. And
Backwoods,
it doesn't
bring your
matter.
ass up here, Backwoods.
It doesn't matter who you are. That's just their character. And the disappointment that comes with that is very mind altering. It's like, well, if you all I got and you fucked up in the head, then what am I supposed to do? And it's very traumatic, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that when you realize that you have to turn a frown upside
Queen,
down,
bring your ass up here too, Queen Mod.
When you have to turn a frown upside down, that comes from pain. You know what I'm saying?
You can't get the pain off of YouTube. Like, well, I understand you got pain in your life.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what comedy comes from. That's what my sense of humor comes from, and that's where people like Suge and
you have comedians that are natural too. Sometimes they don't go off of pain. Like, it's all about pain. They might just go out because they just know how to talk shit. Just come freestyling off the top of the head.
No.
You don't think comedians can do that too?
No.
Do you think so? You're saying comedians go out off of pain and all that, what they live through.
You have to have gone through something to be organically funny.
But I don't understand what you're talking about.
A lot of comedians talk about their own life experiences and turn it into something that's funny.
Well, yeah. Does Kevin Hart? Well, where did Kevin Hart come from?
Eddie Murphy.
But he wasn't in the streets.
No, but they struggled. He
He had a
talked
good
about
life.
it in his stand-up comedy. Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm. So here we go with RBR, right? He's funny, but he's a very horrific kind of funny, right? So just imagine what he went through.
Cut your throat type of funny. It's like RBR.
No, I mean just you know, and I asked myself
that in a comedy club. If you go in a comedy club,
but see, he knows how to hold it too, John. He knows how to keep saying it over and over. That's what you're supposed to do as a part of like his comedian type of style is that you keep saying it. You don't laugh at yourself after you. Well, he laughs at his jokes, but at the same time,
make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
And Tommy Sotomayor, he's funny, and he went through a lot of shit. Okay. And who else? Now I know women. I'm not gonna name women. I'm just not gonna do that. But I know a handful of women that are just like from the gut, hilarious.
You cannot just say that everybody that was from some struggle that was a comedian.
I noticed the pattern. That's all I'm saying. There's a pattern.
I mean, they're probably in the streets and hung around in the
at least a lot of the greats, a lot of the great comedians, yes.
And it doesn't have to be anything that was tragic, right? I'm talking. That's why I said I broke it down like a fraction to disappointment. Like there are some people who get disappointed in their childhood to such a degree where it just fractures their sense of understanding about making sense of the world, and so they just turn into a humorous person.
How do they overcome that though? How do they overcome it?
Through humor. Like it's like, okay, I might as well, if I don't laugh at this shit, I'm not gonna stop crying. So I might as well just like for instance, like I had a situation. This is not the worst situation in my life, but this is one that maybe people can relate to, right? I had been told that I was going, let's just say Great America, right? Everybody might be familiar with that world famous amusement park, right? It's not Disneyland, it's not Disney World, but it was pretty big and special. We didn't even say Disney World since we making up shit. Let's just say that somebody promised me that I was going to Disney World. Like on your birthday, we going to. No, I'm serious. Like on your birthday,
you fucking hell, man.
On your birthday, we going to Disney World, baby. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. You know, and next thing you know, your birthday come and go, and they give you some goddamn teddy bear. Like Mickey Mouse pillow. You know, what I'm saying is that can fuck a child up. Like, you know, you just build you build unless you dead, you ain't got no business lying to me about going to Disney World when you knew I was looking forward to that shit for a goddamn year. I don't care if I am 7.
Goddamn it. Murphy stand-up, he talked about his family, they couldn't go to McDonald's, and his mom would make
with the bell peppers and onions
and out of it, and had to put it on white bread, not even hamburger buns.
He resented her for that shit, right? It's like I can make you a burger better than McDonald's, and then here you got this old country living ass burger and shit. Yeah, it's like, but I want McDonald's. What the fuck? So, you know, people, that's what I was saying. Like humor, because then you think as you get older, it's like, well, it is kind of stupid for me to be resentful about something that I obviously can provide for myself.
Miller, I can't fuck with you tonight, Miller. I cannot fuck with you tonight.
And next thing you know,
I'm trying to fuck with you real quick. I cannot fuck with you. Like,
well, give it a try. Give it a try before I'm gone. Give it a try. Go ahead. Give it your best try.
No, you go ahead, man. You talking, man. But but like you say, it's like having, I can understand that, what you said about, you know, big humor and stuff might be funny. But, you know, but then YouTube gets funny, like humorous, but then it turns into like deadly. Over so many people on different channels fighting over each other. It's like fighting over like stupid shit.
There's a fine line between love and hate.
Now, if motherfuckers start, I'm in the streets. So if motherfuckers now fighting on YouTube, I'm not fighting no motherfuckers on YouTube, and I gotta worry about motherfuckers in my own town.
Mike, you kick Mo off?
Yeah, I keep moving. I don't know.
I prefer to be anonymous. When I saw, well, I'm sure this is channel.
Private internet. Private internet.
He's reconnecting or whatever he's doing. We're
I
still
think we
here.
know what to say. We know how to be good. We know we good.
But yeah, the thing
Nobody's
of it
driving
is,
the bus.
Nobody drive. We drive. We're in the back seat talking.
it's cruise control. It's cruise control.
No, we got Elon Musk.
Oh shit, we in a Tesla.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, what you say? A Tesla bus.
AI
Oh my god, a Tesla bus.
Tesla bus.
Oh my god. That might be the wave of the future. Oh my god.
You better fall down.
I was talking about the Jetsons earlier. Like, yeah,
Tesla bus.
a damn Tesla bus. Instead of a Greyhound, it's a Tesla bus. Oh my god. Man, I'm telling you, man. The
internet crazy, man. This YouTube shit is kind of crazy. Like, if like people, I've been around since Blog Talk days, since 2008. So for me, being around this long time and seeing a lot of people, it's like I already know how to do radio and how to act to certain people. Somebody might call me a bitch. I'm not gonna really get mad if I feel like I want to troll tonight. So fuck it, the motherfucker call me a bitch. But at the end of the day, I want to talk. You know, like we talk about real shit.
And that's honest, right? That's honest. And
yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been on radio shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was the
Before
Obama
Google
election.
Hangouts.
2008.
Hangouts.
That was the Obama election.
Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio. Mike Hood known on Blog Talk Radio. Then it switched over.
Blog Talk Radio. What type of things did you find? What type of things did you like about Blog Talk Radio? I heard about it.
I don't know. When I started, man, I was like, damn, 26 years old. That was 2008. Okay, you know,
what did you think you were gonna get out of it?
I don't know. I started finding out the truth and kind of like about the, New World Order and how these white old men and shit run the world and type bullshit.
No, black man, my internet cut off for a second.
Black man, my internet.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Yeah, it cut off for a
That's
second.
all right.
Reset everything.
No, that's right. But yeah, kind of shit like that, Mella. Like just I wanted to tell people the truth, and I went to all type of shows to tell the truth, black, white, it didn't matter. On Blog Talk Radio, I was everywhere.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I remember a couple of people that announced that they used to have Blog Talk Radio. I had no idea what it was, but people that mention it, they're fond of their memories.
There's a lot of people. You had a lot of people on Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah,
a lot. It was a lot.
I'm surprised to hear how long people have been around this stuff.
Yeah, long. A lot. I want to name names. It's over dozens of people, and ain't even worth it.
I guess the one woman who I'll
say Monty Woodgrain. You know who Monty Woodgrain is?
No, I don't.
Oh. Okay.
But I know a woman. She's a I guess you call it a relationship specialist or something. She's an older. Yeah, she's an older woman, and she was on Blog Talk, and eventually she went to YouTube, and she started her channel on YouTube, and it started growing exponentially because she knew how to talk to her people.
Yeah, you gotta know how to talk. Yeah, like
so I think she's one of many.
We was on Google Hangouts. Everybody was on Google Hangouts at first.
Isn't that something how they I thought Google Hangouts was gonna last forever. That was shocking when they let that go.
So no Google Hangouts no more. Damn.
Yeah, that's when I knew
they got it back. It's not the same as it was.
Yeah, it wasn't the same. I think Google changed over because I'm on Blog Talk Radio 2008. I think it's like 2013 or something, 12 or something. Then it switched over. Like they started going to.
They found a way to make more money. With the
YouTube
data,
YouTube Live.
They found a way to make more money by limiting access.
Ads.
Yeah, and
RBR needs $23 million. You gotta help him get $23 million.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's his thing. You know.
You know what? That's entertainment for you. For out of 8 hours, you get 30 minutes of it. Like you say, it's go to the names.
You know what? I tell him congratulations in
Mella, you said
advance.
skipping the names, Mella.
I tell him congratulations in advance.
Hey, can y'all hear me, y'all? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. You can loud and clear, Mo.
My lights are still off. I got to cut this stream off. My lights are off. It's like a blackout over here. So.
All right, then. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk to you.
Mella, don't leave yet, Mella. We're being backstage. Don't leave.
No, y'all being backstage, but look, my light stream. Look.
Good night.
We in the dark right now. We got no electricity right now. Everything's done.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I got to end this shit right now.
Mella, we stay backstage. You don't hang up. You stay backstage.
All right. Thank you for coming on, man. We got to worry about how we going to get goddamn lights on and shit, man. It's cold out here. All right. Next.
I feel y'all, man. Yeah. Hell yeah, man.